fans celebrate. Would you believe it? Manchester City have one hand on the FA Cup.
It's finished at Sunderland. Manchester United have done all they can. That Rooney goal was enough for the 3 points. Manchester City are still alive here. Balotelli, Aguero! Watch it, drink it in. De Bruyne. Gundogan again. The king of comebacks.
There's a good try. Oh, incredible. Ilkay Gundogan. Right from the start. That is stunning.
They've done it! They've done it! Manchester City have done it! Once, twice, 3 times the champion! Champions of Europe finally! History made in Istanbul! The treble complete!
History makers. For the first time ever, an English club have won 4 titles in a row.
How you feeling? How you feeling, Blues? Oh my God. I'm so nervous. So unbelievably nervous right now. Oh. I thought I'd be like, you know what, I'm going to be chill today. I'm going to be chill, I'm going to be confident, I'm going to be fired up, I'm going to be ready. I'm going to be ready for this game. And I'm just not. I'll be completely honest with you. I'm not ready for this game at all. At all. Oh, I hope everyone's well. Hope you're looking forward to it to some degree. The result being 3 points is something to look forward to. If I could promise you that, I would. If I could, I would. But I can't, unfortunately. I can't promise it you. But if we get it, those feelings tonight are going to be good feelings. Going to bed tonight, they're going to be good feelings, and it'll change. And it is baffling to me how we've managed to allow Arsenal to inflict this sort of negative thinking without even playing football. You know what I mean? We haven't done anything. Like, all we've done is win football matches. That's it. And Arsenal doing what they've done has seemingly shot the fan base right in the arse, right up the sphincter. And everyone's like panicking. And I get it, because I'm sort of with you. I get it, because I think a lot of us were expecting a worse Arsenal performance. That's what it was, I think, for everybody, is the fact that Arsenal didn't just win, they won and played well and scored goals. I think that's where everyone's sort of gone, oh, a little bit. And fair play to Arsenal, but I will say Fulham was shite, weren't they? They were absolutely abysmal. Abysmal, man. And, yeah, we've just got to do our job, man. And I'm still feeling like I think we can do it. I think we can. I'm talking about the whole thing, not just tonight. I think we will do it tonight, and I think we can do this whole thing and just as well. And I've been a bit down lately, in all honesty, because the Pep Guardiola rumours, they're getting to me a little bit, and just like painting a picture, I don't want to look at that picture. I am not interested in that picture. A world without Pep Guardiola. I know it's going to happen. I need to brace myself for it. Cheers, everybody. Hope you have a good night, regardless of the result. But the rumours just will not stop. The rumours won't stop, will they? With with the Pep Guardiola out, and it depresses me. It really does depress me, and you just think, like, it doesn't matter who it is, really, who replaces Pep. It's just not Pep, you know. He's the one. He's the one for me. Pepperino. Big up to everybody. Hope you're good. Hope everyone's well. Hit that like button if you haven't done that already. I left a little comment there so I don't have to use my voice. I put words on the screen instead, which is savvy. Life hack. Balling out. That's what I call it. Big up to Kavith. It's not. It's Rockstar. Big up Rockstar. This is Rockstar from his mum's phone. Big up to Rockstar's mum and Rockstar himself. Samvit, that's your name. I am travelling, hence making an appearance here, going for a 4-0 win and a Haaland. Could do with a bit of him tonight, couldn't we? A bit of Haaland magic. Brace the other two. Big up, mate, and hope your exams go well as well. Big up, Carb. Good to see you, man. Absolutely, mate. Big up to James as well. We need to win by 3. City 3, Everton 0. As long as we get the goals, I don't care who scores. We need a masterclass from the big Italian. I'm not there yet. I'm not in the frame of mind of goal difference. I'm not thinking about it. I know Arsenal scored goals the other day, and that's fair. That's more of a reason for it to be a problem for us. Absolutely. I still quite strongly believe this is going to be decided on points. And we're worried about goal difference when we don't really need to. I think if we play the football we know we're capable of and have been doing in recent times, I feel like the goal difference will take care of itself. And fine, if it doesn't, and I couldn't have been more wrong, but in terms of the way we play, the way Arsenal play, and even though they played well against Fulham, they've been having these big goals every now and again. They put 4 past, didn't they beat Leeds 5-1? Was it 5? I'm sure they've scored 5 at one point this season, Arsenal. Maybe 4. I know they put 4 past more than one team. So they're capable of scoring goals, Arsenal. There's a reason our goal difference is as close as it is, even though we all say they don't score goals. Because they have done in moments, flashes. So I'm not sure they'll do more of that, and they're going to continue to win all their games 3-0. There is that Burnley game that's a worry, isn't it, if it does come down to goal difference. But like I said, I still think it's going to come down to points, but we shall see. Anyway, big up, James. Hope you're good. SRP. Hello, Jonny. He's got exams as well this week, so won't be able to tune in. Everyone's doing bloody exams. God, man, education. Crack on, mate. Crack on. Get involved. Get involved with it. See this. If I see that we have spanked them in the morning, I love that people uses the word spank now. That's definitely my lingo you're picking up there, isn't it? I like how language spreads. You know what I mean? It spreads. If you hear someone on a regular basis say that word, it's contagious. It can be contagious, can't it, man? I say things. My missus says things that she never used to say, and I say things that she never used to. That I never used to say that she always says. It's mad, isn't it? Language. It's weird. Spanking them. I'll have some of that, mate. Anyway, big up SRP and big up Pep Talks only. Have a bad feeling about this one. Going for a 2-1 win. Well, how do you have a bad feeling for it if you're going for a 2-1 win, Pep, mate? I don't understand. A bad feeling, but we're still winning. I'll take the bad feeling if we still win. I'll take it. I'll take it. Big up, Phil. Afternoon, Jonny. Hi, everyone. Just got to keep grinding out those wins. I think we'll do it again, and I'll say Everton 1, City 2. Same as Pep. Talks only. Come on, lads. This title fight is far from over. Come on, City. Come on, Phil. Come on, Church. Good afternoon, fellow Blues. This is going to be difficult. I've been chewing it over, and the toffees will take some beating. I see what you're doing, Church. You, language again. You are a man of words, and I appreciate you. Take some beating. Erling is going to bag a hattie tonight. 6-0 to the Sky Blue Juggernaut City till we die. Big up, Church. Big up, Merlag as well. Afternoon all. I had a dream last night of us beating Everton 4-0. I had a mad dream last night, but I can't remember what it is. Isn't that the worst thing in the world when someone tells you that? The most irrelevant, the most pointless anecdote you've ever heard in your life. I had a dream last night that was really weird, but I can't remember what it was. So that's fucking pointless. Anyway, you had a dream, but you actually remembered it, so well done you. I had a dream last night of us beating Everton 4-0, so that shall be my prediction. Come on, City. Big up, Merlag. Big up, Tim. Church and his 6-0. One of these days, I don't know what we'll do, Church. If it happens, we need to do something. We need to do something about it. I don't know what it could possibly be, but we need to figure something out, don't we, Church? If you get a 6-0, mate, we got to do it. We got to do it. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Massively helps the channel. Consider subscribing if you're new around here. more City content and stuff to wind you up if you are a rival fan. There's plenty of that. Plenty of that. And some insight. Very rarely. There's the odd little nugget of insight that I think I might provide every now and then. Other than that, it's just pure hatred for your club. If you're not Manchester City. Anyway, big up to everyone. Big up to Tim. Big up to Cobb and everyone else in the chat. Hope you're all good. Hope you're looking after yourselves. We did have a message retracted. I remember it was because I saw it pop up and I think I glanced in Techno Kid, and big up to Techno Kid. I know we've been in contact recently, so big up to Techno Kid. But your message has been retracted, but you've been a member for 6 months, so big up to you, mate. Respect all the way, my friend. Let me just filter this thing so I don't miss people, because I'm going to miss people again. Big up Ian. Don't forget that we weren't supposed to be here at this point in the season, 100%. It's great to be challenging again, even if we have a big hill to climb. I'd say it's a bloody mountain, to be honest. But that's the Premier League for you. The Premier League is a mountain, you know. Not to shit on your hill analogy. It made perfect sense. I just thought I'd one-up you. I one-upped you. That was my game right there. That was my game. I did you dirty there, Ian. I one-upped you. You went hill, I went mountain. Do that. Go bigger than that. What's bigger than a mountain? Is there anything bigger than a mountain that you have to climb? I don't think so. So I win. Big up, Ian. Hope you're good. Hope you're good, mate. But yeah, man, you got to still believe. Big up to Curtis as well. Thank fuck you're not wearing that shirt again. Up the Blues. I know, because they are wearing they're going to be anyway. I've not actually seen the players out yet. What time is it? It's 8 minutes till kickoff. It's a really late start because they had the Rangers versus Hearts game on. So if you're into your Scottish football, you're having a feast tonight. You're having a feast of foosball spielen. What's this? 5-a-side. Oh, it's that Baller League. Has anyone watched this? I've glanced at it and thought, I don't know anybody. So why am I watching? I know the people on the sidelines. I don't know any of the players. So why am I watching? That was my main concern with Baller League. But I don't know whether it's doing well or not. You might be going, Johnny, what are you talking about? It's like the most popular up-and-coming sport there is right now. But I've glanced at it and gone, what was going on there? But all, like, obviously Goldbridge is getting involved now. Micah Richards, I just saw him as well. And there's that other United fan, what's it, Ginger guy, Angry Ginge, he's in it, isn't he? So, yeah, Baller League. I'd like to play in it. I reckon I'd snap a few legs. That would be my goal. I'd be kicking a few people. That would be my game. Big up Curtis. Hope you're good, mate. And big up to Raymad as well. Hope all is good, Johnny. Need a win today to keep pressure on the bottle jobs. Four bottle jobs. It's mad how they're 6 points ahead and we're still calling them bottle jobs. 4-1 City today. We're never going to, even if they win the league, I think we should still call them bottle jobs. You know what I mean? Even if they do win it, just call it anyway. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? They're going to do it with the 115. If we clear our name, they're going to call us cheats anyway. We paid them off. So crack on. Just keep calling them bottle jobs anyway. What's the point? It makes no difference. Big up Iwan. Thanks for the super chat. All of you as well. Ian, Curtis for the legendary 7 months membership, and Raymad as well. Appreciate it. And Iwan as well. Big up to Iwan. Off topic, but as a City fan, I hate Liverpool almost as much as United. How do you think other City fans view Liverpool? 3-1 is your prediction for this game. Yeah, I mean, the hatred for Liverpool has skyrocketed for me in recent times. Obviously, because of challenging for silverware. I don't think it's a coincidence that right now I hate Arsenal more than I hate Liverpool and more than I hate United right now. There is a deep-seated hatred for United that will never go away. But the fact that they have been so, like, that this you know what that means, don't you? I only need to do this with my body, and that's, if I'm a City fan, doing that and talking about United, you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Just like, you're not really anything to us at the minute. And as arrogant as that sounds, you aren't. You know, this is as close as they've been since what? A long time. 6 years, probably. I mean, when they were challenging for the league with Mourinho. And I say challenge, I use the word challenge lightly because we won the league by 19 points. So, yeah, I think that's a challenge, if you want to call that a challenge, by all means. But yeah, for United, it's sort of like, if they start climbing the table and start genuinely challenging for the major honours that we want, then that it'll all come flooding back. It will. And Liverpool, yeah, I tend to hate their fans. I meet them. You meet a Liverpool fan, like a level-headed one, and they're very nice people. But I swear, the Liverpool fans, they've got the biggest percentage of knobs compared to other fans. I know that Arsenal fans, they've got mouthy fans. When I say knobs, I'm talking about like unnecessary violence. They can be quite nasty, the Liverpool fans, with bottling our bus, bricking our bus. That's bothered me, I didn't enjoy that. I didn't appreciate that at all. I just don't think there's a need for that in football whatsoever. But it always seems to be at Anfield there's problems. I've gone to Anfield, I've been spat at, I've come home with money in my hood. Appreciate that. I'm surprised they've got enough to hand out. Anyway, there's my answer. Big up to Iwan. Hope you're good. Good to see you, Kevin. Hope you're good, mate. Appreciate the membership, mate. Really do. 5 months, man. Top man. City will win. City win will take a 1-0, but think this will finish 3-1 to City. Players are coming out as well. There's Dewsbury Hall. He worries me. Big up to Techno Kid. League Cup winners, FA Cup final in a close title race and Champions League qualification for the 15th season in a row. Right off City at your own peril. Big up, Jack. I know your name. Big up, Jack. Hope you're good, man. And yeah, I agree. I still think if we win the FA Cup, which we should do, having watched Chelsea's performance this afternoon, I don't know if you did, but I watched Chelsea versus Forest, and they were absolutely shockingly bad. Like, as woeful as it gets in the Premier League, I've not seen a performance quite as bad as that since Chelsea. Since they played, was it Brighton? Was it Brighton who stuffed them 3-0 away at Brighton? They were awful that night, and it was kind of similar to that. Very, like where's the effort? Like, there's no effort. You're not even trying. You know, crazy. And they've sacked Liam Rosenior as well, so it looks like they're stuck with that McFarlane bloke, who beat us, which is really annoying, by the way, in his first game. He beat us, so I hope he just doesn't have Pep Guardiola's number, but I mean, I'm more confident now watching that Chelsea performance for the FA Cup final. But like I was saying, if we win the League Cup and the FA Cup and don't win the Premier League, I still think that's an incredibly successful season. You know, in a rebuild season, you're picking up two pieces of silverware that 2/3 of the domestic honours, and if we go and win the Community Shield, that'll be like a little cherry on the cake. You know, because we would obviously play Arsenal in the Community Shield first game of next season. I don't think anyone's even thought of that, because I hadn't. That's the first thought that just came into my mind then. Have you thought of that? I don't think anyone's thought of that. Next season, the curtain raiser is going to be Arsenal versus City. And I think, obviously, the only way that doesn't happen is if Chelsea beat us in the FA Cup final. But even if we win the league and win the FA Cup, it goes to second place in the league, doesn't it? I think it does. It goes to second place in the league, who is the other person in the Community Shield final. So, could be Arsenal either way. But big up Techno Kid, Jack. Hope you're good, mate. Big up to Jeff. I'm finally getting my predictions right around Semenyo to score first in the first 20 minutes. Hope we can score a few in the first half. We do need those early goals, mate, don't we? We really do. Big up to Jeff. Hope you're good, man. 25 months, by the way, is absolutely ridiculous and massively appreciated, mate. So thank you very much. Top man. Big up, Jeff. Big up Mullet as well. Babies spewed everywhere. Oh, I hope it's going well, mate. I hope it's going well. Fatherhood. It's good. Dog won't stop farting. And I've stubbed my toe on the table. Still buzzing for the game. Big up, Mullet. Hope you're good, man. I hope life's treating you well as a dad. It's good, isn't it? Apart from lots of it. But most of it is good. Apart from big portions of it that are really, really difficult. But other than that, it's really good. You know what I mean? Big up, Mullet. And big up, Daniel. Can only catch the first half today. Come on, City. Big up, Daniel. You don't have to catch anything. If you meant me or the game, I'm not sure what you meant. But if you meant me, happy for you to be here, mate. Buzzing. And big up, Micah. Next season, can we play a game? He wants, like Saw. He wants to play a game. You have 11 by 38 games. Every time you get 11, I super chat you 500. 10, you get 100. 9... I don't get it. I don't get it. And I don't want you to super chat it to try and explain it to me. That's a lot of information and numbers. You've got 11 by 38 games. 11 38 games, or 11 times 38 games. Game's about to get started, and I've got to figure out this game. This is the worst rule book I've ever read. Have you ever, like, you know, when you start a game and you just, like, you don't read the rule book, you're like, whatever. Can't be bothered. We'll figure it out as we go along. We'll figure it out as we go. This is one of them. We might have to figure out how as we go along, mate, to be honest. But I appreciate the fact that you have intentions to super chat me. I don't know how I'm going to keep track of a game I don't understand, but I'll endeavour. I'll read this back another time, mate, and try and understand it, because I like these little things like that. I'm interested. Right, game's underway, and they did a little scoopy kickoff. What was that? Did you see that? The game's just started, and Dewsbury Hall did a little drag back, scoop it up, and volleyed it straight to Donnarumma. Not even told you the team news. Right, I'm going to refilter that back. Big up to everybody. Hope you're all good. Big up banter. I'm good, mate. I'm good. Team, which is long overdue. The game's already started, and I've not even told you who's playing, which I'm sure you already know. But yeah, Big Don, Nunes, Kasanov, Gay, and Nico O'Reilly. In front of them is Nico G and Bernardo Silva. And in front of them is the front four of Doku, Cherki, Semenyo, and Haaland, which is exciting. It's exciting. Hopefully we can see a bit of magic from Cherki today, because I think he's the one. He's the one that I feel could be the difference maker in this title race. And a lot of it is to do with his mentality more than his ability on the ball. Because I think on the ball, there's no question. He can do things that no one can do in the Arsenal team and no one else can do in the Manchester City team. But what he's got is a level of anti-pressure. You know, he's got that Mahrez gene where you don't give a shit about anything. You know, that don't give a fuck attitude where you're just like, doesn't bother me, mate. Oh, League Cup final. Yeah, no worries, mate. I'll be doing kick-ups. No worries. Chilling. So, yeah, that level of attitude is something you need a player like that on the pitch, and you want to give him the ball as often as possible. Players like that in the middle of a season can sometimes be considered complacent. And you see it occasionally, because it's like the game's almost too easy. Oh, Nunes, you've slipped already, mate. And Day, don't know what he was trying there. Tried to turn. Nah, he's won it back. Has he? Yes, he has won it back. Safely back to Donnarumma. First time, Big Don. Ooh, Beto's big leg was in the way there, but cleared safely by Donnarumma. But Nunes pushing his luck a little bit. I swear, man, does Nunes slip every game, or is it just me? Someone needs to get him some proper boots. Some proper boots, man, because constantly slipping. Ball over the top for Dewsbury Hall. I think he thinks he's offside because he didn't really chase that. And he looked offside. Can you hear that? Shaking the whole fucking office. Did you hear that? There's a big helicopter. A big chopper. Did you hear it? Maybe not. But like the bloody... That was low, man. That was like really loud. Surprised you didn't pick that up. But yeah, Doku trying to come down the left for Manchester City. There is some interesting changes. I'm surprised. I mean, Merlon Roule is playing right wing. I believe he's going to play. I haven't actually figured that out yet, but he looks like he's playing right wing. Maybe offering a bit of defensive support for O'Brien at right back. But that's an unusual selection for David Moyes, as is Tim Arogbunum in midfield instead of Gay, which is another unusual selection. So David Moyes doing something unorthodox here. I don't know whether that worries me or makes me think, we can do this here, because they're trying something. It'll be a bit experimental and we can expose the experiment. But I'm hoping he's not got, a good plan to hurt us. But we've got a ball to the byline here. Nunes can't cut it back, though. Intercepted by Keane. Ball fed down the line for Dewsbury Hall, and this is our weak spot. Transitions down that side, but Cherki's just taken an elbow to the face. Rolling around, just like he was against Arsenal. I'm just waiting for the moment, but a boy cried wolf. Tell you what, did you see that? Kasanov did a little slip then. Just before Dewsbury Hall turned round. They've oiled it, haven't they? They've oiled the pitch. They've oiled the pitch. They've made it super slippy. I mean, that should suit us, really, because we like fizzing the ball around, don't we? Do your eyelashes grow back, by the way? Just wondering, because mine, I'm always like pulling mine out, you know, and blowing wishes. Does anyone else do that? Do you pull your eyelash out and then make a wish? Can't tell you what it is, otherwise it won't come true. Big up Vic. I don't know why, but I have a very sick feeling that, that we won't win all our remaining games. I'm not sure where, though. Oh, we've given it away. At a glance, I'm looking away, and then all of a sudden, Everton have got the ball back. Garner. Edge of the area. Chased by Nunes. We've worked him all the way down to the corner flag, so a good bit of defending, then ball in. I don't know how we lost the ball, but I imagine it was a slip. I imagine someone slipped, because we're all over the place at the back when in terms of grippage. We need better grippage, but Cherky's tried to fire the ball through. Is he going to get on the end of that? That's a foul. That's a foul. Fucking hell, ref. Bit of a sloppy start, really, and it's just that the fact that we've been slipping. What a great tackle. Wow, look at that. Look at the leg span of Nico G. The way he stretched for that was brilliant. Go, gadget legs. Nico G. Semenyo now, Bernardo Silva out to Jeremy Doku. Nico O'Reilly in the penalty area and City win a corner. Come on, City. Big up, Vic. Yeah, I mean, you don't need to feel sick. I don't know why that tickles me, man, when people are just sick from football. Like, oh, I'm going to be sick. I feel sick, to be honest, mate. But I don't know, mate. I'm not sure Arsenal will. I have a feeling last day drama. That's my thoughts. I think there's going to be something may happen in between. There may be a few twists and turns before the last day of the season, but I do feel like the last day is going to be decisive. City take the corner short into Jeremy Doku. We do the usual overlapping run of Cherky, but he bypasses him and gets it to Bernardo Silva, works it into the middle for Nunes, who I thought he should have at least thought about the shot, but gets it back to Cherky, who crosses it into Mark Gay, who cushions it down, and no one's there to pick up the cushioned header, and it's cleared by O'Brien. Big up, Micah. Oh, I don't want you to don't send any more super chats to explain the rules, man. I feel bad that it's my fault for not understanding. 11 positions, 38 games. Your predictions equals super chat. Oh, if I get it right, Chucky over the bar. I'm still not 100% understanding it, but please don't send another super chat. Like, we'll go over this in great detail another time, mate. Just because I'm an idiot who can't understand basic stuff. Yeah, I'm 40 seconds behind, am I? Oh shit, I am. I am as well. Oh fucking hell. Still 0-0. Right, I'll fix the clock. I am 40 seconds behind. Well done. It's because I rewound it. Why did I rewind it? I must have rewound it ages ago. Right, got to fix the clock. We'll put it on 8:30 because that's about to happen. When it starts at 8:30, I'll start the clock and then we'll be in sync. We're in sync. We're away. Is it working? Yes, it is working. I rewound it. I don't know what I did. I must have rewound it to watch the incredibly exciting Rangers and Hearts game. I definitely didn't rewind it for that. Maybe. No, I know what I did. I rewound it for that Derry head collision. Did you see that? In the Chelsea game in the Forest where Derry went up. I can't remember the Forest player. Which Forest player cracked his head this... I don't know anything about Derry, to be honest. He's come through the ranks of Chelsea, a young lad. Got concussed, didn't he? Really bad head injury. And me being the sick bastard that I am, I was like rewinding it to see like, oh, bloody hell, look at that. Oh, look at that. I'll rewind it again. And I forgot to bring it back to normal time. Like 3 hours later. Yeah, big up, Icy. At least you're being considerate. Because it was bad. I felt bad for him. It was good to see all the fans, including the Forest fans, they were all up applauding him. He was stretchered off in the end, wasn't he? But he was sitting up at the end, wasn't he? So hopefully he's all right. Hopefully he's all right. Here's Jeremy Doku. Ball across. And it's out for a corner. I thought he was working his way through there to find Nico O'Reilly. Big up Blue Moons fans. Good to see you, man. Another short corner. Bernardo Silva now edge of the area is Kasanov. Have a dig, mate. No space for it. Goes for Semenyo instead. Left foot. Oh, he showed a bit too much to rule there. Semenyo into Bernardo Silva. Edge of the area. Keeps the ball well. Cherky, don't lose it there. Well done, Kusanov. Nico G getting some good minutes as well. Good minutes. Big up, Larry. We've been slipping. That's about it. Like, literally slipping. There's been a few slips. But in terms of football, it's all right. It's 10 minutes old, so there's a lot of life left in this game, obviously. So we've been getting to the byline well enough. We've had a couple of corners. We're certainly the better team on the pitch right now. So a bit of patience, because this is going to be an ugly game, unfortunately. An early goal, like Jeff said, man. Absolutely, mate. Here's another one. Byline. Ball across. Cleared. Back to Nunes, though. Still in the penalty area. Comes inside. And he wins another corner. Corner number 3. Big up Ryan. Do you think... We do give it him a lot, don't we? We send it that way a lot, don't we? And for someone whose end product isn't the greatest, it's massively improved, though. It has. This season's been a big jump in quality from Doku. A really big jump. But yeah, I do think we go down that side a lot. But it's poor. But we have a lot of we go down the right and then we switch it. That's normally what we do, because Nunes has got the most attacking touches in our team on average over the course of the season. So we do go down the right, but we tend to try and isolate Doku in that 1v1 and play a lot of football on the right side of the pitch. Hang on, corner in, that's a better one. Oh, the camera angle tricked me. I thought that might be going in, but it was cleared instead. Cherky driving forward. Another slip. What's going on? Haaland getting back brilliantly. Brilliant from Erling Haaland. Stops the counter-attack, as Dewsbury Hall was away on what could have been a 2-on-2 there if Rule caught him up. It's a slip. Another one. Doku. 2-on-1. Mark Gay's the free man, though. Cross coming in. No, it's not. Across the face of goal to Nunes. Another pass into Haaland in the penalty area. Looking for space. Not going to get it. And that's a bollocks decision from the referee. Free kick to Everton on the edge of the area. Oh, God. Big up Mullet. The only positive of Bernardo leaving is that he won't be on corners anymore. Yeah, his corners have never really been... They've always been a bit loopy, and they don't beat the front post enough, do they? His corners aren't great. Who's your favourite corner taker at City? Who do you think's the best corner deliverer? Because we rarely even whip it in. I think 50% of our corners are taken short anyway, so I don't think we even try and whip it in. We work it to a position where we've got more of an angle to cross it in. And think we've actually scored a reasonable amount of goals from those situations this season. When you think about the Forest winner, actually that wasn't a short corner, that was a deep corner, wasn't it? That was nodded back to Cherky on the edge of the area. But we've scored a lot. Chelsea away with that brilliant bit of skill from Cherky. We take a short corner and he just dribbles parallel to the edge of the area and then he cuts it inside to Mark Gay. Goal. For me, that was a short corner that worked incredibly well. And I would agree with T-Row in terms of actual delivery, Foden. Yeah. And a lot of people are saying the same thing as well. Yeah, I think Foden. Mullet's gone Cherky. I don't think I've seen him take enough, really, to really know on Cherky's corner ability. But, yeah. Even De Bruyne. Was he that good? He was all right, wasn't he? He was all right, but his deliveries from an angle, when he comes away from the corner and whips it at an angle, which is why we always took them short for me. He was all right, De Bruyne, wasn't he? We've just never really... I think it's one of those hand and glove situations as well, because you can make a corner look good when you've got some beast in the penalty area. Speaking of beasts, here's Nico O'Reilly, cuts it back, and it's cleared by Keane. In steps Kusanov. You know what I mean? If you've got a good... if you had a Gabriel, Declan Rice, who is a brilliant deliverer of the ball, but he wouldn't be considered that good if Gabriel wasn't in the box, because he wins it every time. So even if the ball's like slightly overhit, he'll backtrack and win it, or if it's underhit, he'll get underneath it and flick it on, you know. So it's a bit of a hand and glove situation where you do need the players in the box to be willing enough to throw their head in there. And I'm not sure we've got enough of those, you know. Like, I think Gay is good in the air. Ake was good in the air. He's got a goal in him from corners. Even if it like drops and it bobbles in, he's there, isn't he? He's always like there. Ruben Diaz never wins the ball, does he, from corners? Semenyo with an unorthodox like back overhead kick pass to Núñez. It worked, so fair play. $15 minutes gone. All City so far, by the way. All City. Another ball to the byline. This is better. Cuts it back. Oh, no. We're getting to the byline with ease. With ease. It's easy, man. We're just not getting that final ball right. I'm going to argue there's not enough players in the box, because Nico O'Reilly to the byline again. Cuts it back to Haaland. I mean, Nico O'Reilly's cut back. I'm not sure he can do anything else, because Haaland had Tarkowski right in front of him, so O'Reilly can't pass it through him, apart from through his legs. But, I mean, keep doing this. Keep doing this and we'll score. We surely will. You just don't make any mistakes in terms of the build-up play, because that's what Everton are preying on right now. Mark Gay. And the pitch as well. I'm still feeling a bit nervy with the amount of slips that I've seen. Nico Gonzalez pushes into a little pocket of space. Cherky thought about doing the same thing, but comes away instead to the edge of the area. Not seen enough of Cherky yet, really. I think he's been man-marked, actually. Garner looks like he's man-marking him. Or at least partially, because he was marking him all the way across the edge of the area there. Here's Doku. Lovely step over. Cuts it inside. Nico O'Reilly cuts it back. Still got it. Still got it. It's away for another corner. Oh, man. We're playing good football, man. We're playing good football here. It's just that last moment. Last moment. Another short corner. Cherky, edge of the area. Kusanov. Semenyo. Fires it into Cherky. Short. Cherky shot. Saved by Pickford. Straight at him. Easy one for Pickford, but hey, shot on target at least. Semenyo, burst forward, lad. Burst. Semenyo cuts it to the back post and no one's there. I think he's trying to finish it, in all honesty, but he's dragged it far enough for it to look like a cross. No one gets on the end of it. Keep going. Keep going. This is good, man. We're playing good football here. You just hope we get a goal from this, because we deserve it. From this opening 18 minutes, we deserve a goal. Oh, man. Intercepted by Nico O'Reilly, Everton. He's had it taken off him now. Doku. He's got Bernardo Silva making an underlapping run there. Doku, couple of step overs, gets it back to Gay, thinks about the shot, doesn't, cuts it inside to Nico G. That's like, I swear we've done that like 10 times so far. Is that a good ball? It is. Another ball to the byline is intercepted when the cross comes in. Núñez this time. Semenyo and Núñez, great link up. Semenyo, great ball, well timed. Just a nice little cushion pass on the inside right back, left back channel. And Núñez gets there, but good bit of defending, to be honest. I think it was James Garner with another interception. How many times, man? Look at that. Passes in the final third from Manchester City. 98-3 from Everton so far. 6 shots. We've had only 1 on target. A complete domination so far from Manchester City. The only blotch on the performance is the slips. The fact that we've slipped. And that's not really a quality thing. That's like a bad luck thing. It's like a oil thing. Why is there oil on the pitch? Oil Club. That'll be why. That'll be why. Need to get the Oil Club hoodie out. What's Haaland doing, says Rusty Shower. It's a good name. he's trying to get involved, but I mean, he's short on space, isn't he? He's short on space right now, and this is why my suggestion was to go through the middle. It's not advice. Like, a lot of people were against that idea, and I get it because it ended up being Doku not playing, and I understand why, 100%. I mean, I did back that preview up by making sure that I would be more than happy to see Jeremy Doku play, by the way. I didn't want to. It was just an alternative suggestion, mainly because I knew Everton were going to play 4 at the back, but they are dropping their wingers, man. Rule, for example, has clearly been brought onto this pitch to defend against Doku. He's playing right wing, but he ain't. He's right back number 2. That's what his game is. Right back number 2 against Jeremy Doku. And we're still getting to the byline. So you just hope, and here he is to the byline. Jeremy Doku cuts it in. Semenyo over the bar! Not an easy finish, in fairness to him. A side foot volley. Not an easy finish, that. Not an easy finish, but it's horribly over the bar. It's not even close. I'm thinking yeah. I don't know. It's good football, though. It's good football. Everything but the final moment, the final pass, the final touch. It's all good so far. But you're just waiting for that moment for Everton to have a chance, aren't you? We haven't had any defending to do. You know, Donnarumma's only had the ball because the City players passed it to him. No other reason for... Oh, why do I speak? Dewsbury Hall down the left. Slowed down really well there by Nunes and Cherky. Good pressing from Cherky as well. He keeps going all the way back. Keep going, lad. Well done, Cherky. Good running that. O'Brien down the line. O'Reilly intercepts. Throw in to Everton. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Pickford goes long. Kasanoff should deal with that. Does. And Nico G waited for it. And then Bernardo Silva intercepts brilliantly. Ball fed through. And it's not a bad idea from Cherky. He just goes the wrong side of Haaland. I think Haaland was looking for it to go around Keane. But goes the other side of Haaland. But the idea was good. The idea was good. What am I looking at here? What am I looking at? Yeah, hit that like button, everybody. If you haven't done so already, please hit that like button because we've got, nearly 2,000 people watching, or just over now? Yeah, just over 2,000 people. And we've not hit 500 likes. Come on, people. Smash the like button. The likes. Tim Arogue Boonham on the ball. Keane. Coleman's on the bench for Everton, by the way. Big up D. Sat in work, secretly keeping an eye on the game on my PC. Big up D. What do you do for work, mate? I'll try and don't send a super chat. Foul. Get away with that. Yeah, because it's Monday, isn't it? Monday, so people have jobs. I hope it's going well, mate, your work, and I hope we win to make your shift even better. Ball to the byline, overhit this time by Jeremy Doku, but we are getting there. That underlapping run of Nico O'Reilly, sometimes it's mostly Nico O'Reilly, but occasionally we've seen... Who else have we seen? We've seen Cherky possibly venture over there, but we're getting there. We're getting to the byline, man. Big up, D. Thanks for the super chat, mate. I hope your shift goes well. And big up 5 Note Wonder. Jonny, for fuck's sake, read Reese's message about Rochdale. Where's that? Was it a super chat or was it just a normal message? I will look for it. He's going to go mad in a minute. I can see that. Oh, evening Jonny. Chuffed this week. Fucking hell. Everton get a shot away. Blocked by Kasanoff. Reese, man, you got me like nearly. It's not part of reading the chat's part of the job, unfortunately. But Everton nearly fucking scored. Kusanov with an unbelievable shot block, that is. Like, just throws his body across, and Donnarumma says, thanks, mate. I nearly had to do some work. But big up Reece. Even Jonny chuffed for this weekend because Rochdale are going Wembley, and so am I. But let's batter these toffees 3-1. Haaland brace and Cherky outside the box. Then Beto for Everton. Big up Reece. Yeah, congratulations, man. That was a tough pill to swallow the other day for you lot, man, wasn't it? That wasn't a pleasant scenario. Corner ball to Everton. Clear it. Nico O'Reilly clears it. I need a wee already, man. 25 minutes gone, and I feel like we should have scored. I'm praying that doesn't come back to bite us, because Everton have had a few opportunities in the last minute. A shot and a corner, and now they've got a long throw-in coming in. Near post is Nico O'Reilly, who gets it to the edge of the area. At least it's nodded back in, and then away by Nico G. Cherky's control lets it down, and it's booted out towards the corner flag for a City throw-in deep in the City half. Who's the ref? It's Michael Oliver. UAE money in the bag. In the bag. We've paid him off, haven't we? Because, you know, how else do we win trophies if not for Michael Oliver, the referee? Oh, there's some people out there that genuinely believe that, isn't there? Right. It's been a bit sloppy the last couple of minutes, and I think I've been spoilt by how much of the ball we've had, but in reality, I think we have to expect Everton to create something, and that's the first time they've done it in the game so far. A little opportunity, got a corner from it, a shot and a throw-in. And now, hopefully, normal order resumes with Manchester City in possession of the ball, and we go and create some chances, because we need a goal. We need a goal. Absolutely, man. Beverage. A beverage. Nico O'Reilly. Taking his time on that. Could have passed it out to Doku a bit quicker, but Garner gets in there and tackles him. Gay's seen a lot of the ball so far. He's venturing forward. Doku past Rule, trying to go past Rule, does go past him, slowed him down though. You can see why he's brought him on, man, because he's actually containing Doku reasonably well, but Doku's danger isn't actually coming from his qualities, it's more coming from the Kusanov, mate. Kusanov, you're going to get bollocked at half-time for that. You're going to get bollocked, mate. From about 40 yards, he's smashed it into Rosed. There's Jackie Boy. Jack Grealish. Cheers, Jackie Boy. I would love it, man. I would love it. Kevin Keegan level of love. I would love it if Kusanov scored. Love it. Bernardo Silva nods it back to... Oh, look at him go. He looked really shaky then for about a second. Kusanov looked like he was in trouble. But then all of a sudden he just composes himself and just, hey, ho, ha, hoo, shikawa, and floats past a couple of Everton players like they weren't even there. Like they were big blue mannequins. Oh. Half an hour, nearly gone, man. What's going on here? Every time I look away, man, something's happened. Kusanov's rolling around holding his calf. City players aren't happy. They're having a go at Beto, I think. Big up Kevin. How's it going, mate? It's an accident. It's an accident. He shouldn't be getting a red card for that. Yeah, it was a bit of a... Yeah. Probably should be a yellow, to be fair. But, not a red. And we play on. Ball back with Donnarumma. Dre City says, we play too slow. We're playing well enough to not be annoyed with them at the minute. I know that's a stinky ball from Kasanov. He's pushing his luck at the minute, you know. Giving it away, looking for Nunes, and Day comes forward. Kasanov's back there, it's a bit more defending for him to do. And there's Nico G mopping up behind him. Well done, Nico G. But I could see what Kasanov was trying to do, but the angle wasn't there. He was forcing an angle that just wasn't there. He wanted Nunes to invert a little bit more and find that inside channel, but he just wasn't there, mate. Don't pass it if it's not on. Just go back to Donnarumma if you're not sure. I'd rather keep the ball than give it away, man. That's a throw-in. City throw. I know. That was mental and really poor from Chelsea, and it filled me with confidence for the FA Cup final. It really did. Kasanov back to Donnarumma. There we go. Over to Gay. I thought he was going to do something else then, man. Yeah, they were shocking. And I tell you what, I'm glad we don't have to play Forest anytime soon, because they're purring, aren't they? They're playing very well. And they didn't even play Anderson or Gibbs-White. Both of them on the bench. And they went 3-0 up with them on the bench. And then Gibbs-White came on and got his face all busted up, didn't he? He took a whack. There was 2 major head collisions in that game. Oh, shit. Rules in. Mark Gay can't keep up with him. He's getting burnt for pace. Ball coming across. And Donnarumma with a vital touch, but the danger's not gone. And Kasanov clears it, but Donnarumma with the most vital touch you could possibly imagine. A cross coming across the face of goal. Beto was waiting for a tap-in. But the fingertips of the big man doing the business once again. Not a save, but a cross that takes all the danger, well, the majority of the danger away. Kasanov finishes off the defending with a block from Beto because Donnarumma's touch still gave it to Beto, but it took the danger out of the cross at least. And then Kasanov steps across, clears it with his chest. It's a corner ball to Everton though, and it's going to be Garno to whip it in. And Everton in the last, 7 minutes have started to show a bit of life. And we've got a corner to defend. It's a deep one. Nico O'Reilly's back there. Gets his head on it. And Kasanov's now kicking off. Don't do anything, man. Don't put your head on him. Fucking hell, I thought he was going to butt him then. Kasanov, I've never seen him go nose to nose with anyone before, but he was up for a bit of a scrap then, wasn't he? With Tarkowski. And I thought he was going to go for it, man. Just like, fucking nothing like that. Red card. Nothing stupid today, lads. Nothing stupid. Don't bite. Be the bigger man. Walk away. We're not winning this game with 10 men. Come on. Let's keep it sensible. Big up Mullet. 3 footballers past or present you'd love to go for a pint or 5 with. Mine would be Gascoigne, Ronaldinho and Peter Crouch. That's good. That's a good 3, to be fair. Peter Crouch. Haaland with the nutmeg. I want to answer this question in a minute. Semenyo bursts past Mikhailenko, where he's been slowed down at least. Comes inside onto his left foot. Still got the ball just about. Cherky's now taken over. Cuts it inside to Mark Gay. Doku. 1-on-1 this time, but Rule gets across. There he is, Jeremy Doku with the shot, and he slips. Another slip from a Manchester City player. No one in Everton is slipping. No one at Everton is slipping. We're all slipping. All of our players. Why have we not got studs on? Jack Grealish has got to be up there, Mullet. Just to reminisce over the treble. You know what I mean? Jack Grealish. Could get a bit wild with Jackie Boy, though, couldn't it? Not sure I could keep up. Oh, Bernardo Silva tries to feed it through. And Nunes, that's a penalty, is it? No, it's not. I'm clutching. I'm clutching a little bit. Yeah. I thought Nunes got his toe on that. And he went down. And I think even he knew it was a bit soft. Gascoigne would be great. Like, in his peak. Like, Gascoigne now, it might not be as fun now. But I reckon, like, when he was playing for England, that'd be a proper laugh. That would be. I don't know, mate. It doesn't have to be a drinker, because Ronaldinho's not a big drinker, but he's a party man, isn't he? He loves a party. I think I'd go with Ronaldinho a little bit. I think I might go Haaland. Because do you think he drinks? Does he drink? But he might have like one Viking-sized beer that's like a barrel. And that's him done. And it'd be like the greatest sight ever for him to chug a barrel of Viking beer. Oh man, this game's like, it's slipped away from us in terms of control, at least. We're not being battered by any stretch of the imagination. We're not struggling. And Everton aren't creating an abundance of chances, but it's definitely gone more 50-50 in the last 10 minutes. Considering those opening 25 minutes, it was all City. Everton were offering nothing, really, nothing. But maybe them coming forward could give us a bit of space when we come forward, because they've left their shape, but they've gone back into it, haven't they? Look at them now. Oh, Núñez, underlapping run, gets it from Semenyo. Another byline cross, intercepted for a corner. I hope it goes well, 2-up. I'm not sure what the actual day is, but I hope that's a trophy on your birthday, mate. But yeah, Donnarumma, man. Vital bit of goalkeeping it was, 5 minutes or so ago. Big up to Vasco. The urgency is there. It's good to see they understand the situation, but I expected more. Some of these guys have been training and resting for 2 weeks. Ball in from Bernardo Silva, cleared by Pickford. Edge of the area. Michael Oliver, get out the bloody way. Cherky. Taken off him. Núñez, last man. Shit ball. I knew as soon as it left his foot, I could see that was under hit. Fucking hell, Núñez, man. It's City throwing. Nothing to worry about, but dangerous, man. Dangerous, that pass. If he intercepted that properly, he's bloody away. You were the last man. Yeah, I think you don't want too much though, Vasco. That's the thing. You can be too frantic. You know, just play your normal game. I know what you want. You want to see that urgency, and I know you're thinking about the goal difference. That's what you're thinking about, goal difference. I'm not thinking about that at all, mate. I'm thinking about getting the win. I don't think it's that important right now. And I know I'm going against the grain. A lot of people are really worried about the goal difference. Personally, I think this is still going to be decided on points. And if not, hey, what will be, will be. I think our style of football will hopefully get us over the line with the goal difference being enough. But obviously that Fulham result has made it harder. But I don't think this needs to be we didn't win by enough game. This is just a get the job done. Jeremy Doku's not won the foul. And now he's not, mate. Get in there, Kasanoff. Well in, big man. Back to Donnarumma. No, well done, Núñez. He doesn't even go back to Donnarumma. Well played, mate. Ball down the line. It's a shite one. But Doku going down too easily. Michael Oliver was having none of it. None of it. Away come Everton. There was a little cheeky nutmeg I think I saw in there on Nico Gonzalez. And then you were fearing the worst because they'd bypassed the counter press. And Kasanoff, big AK-45, steps in and does the business. Ooh, Núñez flying in there. Kasanoff into Bernardo Silva. Big up Vasco. Thanks for the super chat, mate. But yeah, I know your point. I get your point. You want to see a bit more considering the rest, but just play your normal game is my suggestion. Here's Cherky over the bar. Another low, hard cross from the byline from Doku into Cherky. Left foot over the bar. We've gotten to the byline so easily in this game so far, and even though they've sent on Merlin Rule for Everton, which is an unusual pick, not a normal selection for the Everton 11, in all honesty, and we're seeing why he's done it, because he's now acting as a second right back to prevent Jeremy Doku's threat, but it's not really worked because we're still getting to the byline. It's just the cross is letting us down when we get there. Or the finish in this instance. The one time it does find a City player, smashed over the bar. Same with Semenyo a little bit earlier with a side foot volley effort. And I would argue Semenyo's was much harder than Cherky's was just then. But he's poked it through to Cherky. Cherky still got it. Coming inside, Cherky. Nearly slipped again. Oh, and the pass was looking for Nico G, but it goes all the way back to Michael Oliver. Do you mind fucking off, please? Do you mind? You're in the fucking way, mate, all the time. Trying to find Nico Gonzalez, then he's just like, oh yeah, give it me, lads, give it me, I'll have it, I'll have it. Piss off, you're the referee, you twat. Nico O'Reilly. A goal before half-time, wouldn't that be delicious? Nico O'Reilly, another corner, man, another corner. Oh, Michael Oliver gives a goal kick. How much have we paid him? We've not paid him enough. We've not paid him enough, clearly, because it's a goal kick to Everton. David Moyes is writing down the lads' takeaway order for later. Salt, pepper, chicken. Beto wants 12 portions of honey spare ribs. Beto's flicked it on to Ndai. Clear it. Nunes clears it partially. Nico G. He pushed his luck there, didn't he? Nico G. Got away with that there. He thought about just hoofing it, which was the safer bet. But then he thought about going back to Donnarumma. And at that point, Beto pounced on him. And thankfully, he pounced enough to send it out for a throw-in. But living a little dangerously there. He's very combative, isn't he? That's a great ball from Nunes. A great ball. He's found Nico O'Reilly, who is looking incredibly sluggish in this game. Nico O'Reilly, by the way. Doku, great ball, leaves it. Cherky, into the area, cuts it back. It's Doku. Oh, what's he doing? Why you not pull the fucking trigger? Doku, into Semenyo. He's got to be shooting there, Doku. Why has he left that? He almost slipped Cherky on his chest, still in the penalty area, on the right side. Looking for Doku, gives it to him. Left foot shot. Jeremy Doku! Jeremy Doku! We don't need any shimmy, shimmy, yah, shimmy, yam, shimmy, yeah! We just need a left foot pinger! Smashes it into the top fucking corner! Jeremy Doku! Boom! Yes! Fucking deserved, man. Deserved! Jeremy Doku! And I said maybe we shouldn't start him. What a fucking idiot I am. Big up, Phil. Fucking yes, man. Cherky with the assist as well. The finish from Doku is just sublime. He whips it. He bends it. He bends it right into that top corner. Left foot, bang. Nice bit of pace to it as well. Just a top draw finish, man. Moments before he should have had a shot and he didn't. This time he thought, well, I'm not making that same mistake again. You learn, Jeremy, from your mistakes, don't you? And there you go. You learned and you delivered. Big up, Jeremy. Oh, man, I love him. Yes. Goal. What did I say? Love the ref rage, Jonny, with Michael Oliver. He's annoying me. He's annoying me. Tell you what, I can't wait for my pee. It's going to be the best pee ever. I needed it like pretty much from kickoff. Oh no, Nico! What's going on with Nico O'Reilly? He's struggling out there. Am I the only one who's noticed that? He's struggling a little bit. He's giving it away. Trying a little flick. Nothing stupid now before half time. The thing for Nico... Oh, right, that's a corner ball. That's a corner ball. Oh, shit. Big up, Aaron. Good to see you, man. Hope you're good, Aaron. It was a great goal, wasn't it, mate? What a goal. Big up, Pear, as well. Thanks again, Pear, man. You're a legend, mate. You really are, man. Every fucking goal, man. What an absolute G you are. Top man, Pear. I know, Kevin, it's terrible, mate. It's terrible. It's really going as well. Reading the word bladder made it go up a level. You know when you get goosebumps? I've got goosebumps. Can you see that? Look at them little hairs. You know when you get goosebumps, you need a wee that badly, it gives you shivers. Oh, yellow card. Jeremy Doku's been scythed down and he's absolutely rolling about. My celebration's just popped up on screen next to me, which is... Oh, I need to rewind it and then make sure I go back later. Let's have a look. It's like an orange. It's an orange for me. It's worse than a yellow, but I'm not 100% it's a red. Let's have another look, because I need another look. It's a bad tackle. Where does the foot land? Yeah, I think that's a yellow. I think that's like, it's an orange for me, that. I know, Ryan. I know. Worse than a yellow is a red. They don't have orange. I know. You know the point I'm trying to make. And there are people thinking like, there's an orange card? What is this? What is this game? What is this new rule? I'm like, no, there's not an orange card. My point was, it's worse than a yellow, but I'm not 100% it's a red. Because I'd be gutted if a City player got sent off for that. I would be. Because it's like, Kasanov's done that about 100 times. Like, he's flown through people. The foot was low. It connected with Doku, but it wasn't like up his leg. It wasn't up his leg for me. I think it's one of those, if he gave a red, you wouldn't overturn it. That's one of them. You wouldn't go back and go, that's only a yellow. But the fact that he gave a yellow, I'm not sure you can go to that and go, that should be a red. Overturn the yellow and make it a red. I'm not sure. So yeah, orange card. Orange card. I wouldn't be surprised if they introduced that, you know, because they're fucking about with the game, aren't they, at the minute, man? They love pissing about with it. Anyway, free kick to City, 2 minutes of injury time. Bernardo Silva to whip it in. Header by Mark Gay off the head of an Everton player, I'm pretty sure. That was a corner. Don't be a twat. Oh, you're being a twat, aren't you? There's going to be another minute probably added on top of the 2 because of all that faffing around with Doku. And Doku's all right, by the way, thankfully, and he's intercepted the ball, actually. Wouldn't be surprised if Michael Oliver blows now. Another fucking... Oh, has he won the ball? Oh, he says he won the ball. What do you think, chat? I know a lot of you are saying red. I'm trying to be impartial there and not, like, you know, be ridiculous. Chris Dago's half-time. Christine wants red. A lot of you guys want the red, don't they? Oh, not a red for Johnny Coop. Jake wants a red. Orange card equals 10 minutes sin bin. It's not a terrible idea. It's just... I don't know. Anyway, half-time, man. My bladder. It's about to go... So, better sort that out. Right away. Camera zooming in on Michael Oliver. Russ says red all day long. Really? I don't know. Not a red, says Nag. Nowhere near the ball. I know you don't need to be a red, though, to... I don't know. I want that to not be a red in the game. That's my point. Because if that's a red, then there's going to be so many red cards. I want to see tackles like that, even if it ends up being a foul. Because he went in low. I felt like the boot connected with the side of Doku's boot. If it was like up his calf or near his knee, yeah, it's where it can break the leg. If it's endangering the opponent. And I don't think it was endangering Doku that much, you know, to the point where he's really likely to break his leg. I feel like it was, I don't know. The thing, I've played football at a very bang average Sunday league level, but I've put in that tackle 1,000 times, man. And like, I don't think twice about it. And I wouldn't want it to be part of the game, man. But I understand why, because we're desperate for anything, really, aren't we, man? I'd take a red, by the way. I'd fully accept it. I'd be very pleased if he went, boom, red card. Big up Vasco to think this scumbag will ref in the World Cup. Is he? I'm not even aware. I don't even know who the officials are, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's a few other bellends that go over to America to referee that as well. And big up to Adrian. Thanks for the support, mate. Really appreciate that, Adrian. Thanks very much. And thanks for the super chat as well, Vasco. Yes, 100%. Go P. 100%. Definitely need to do that. Hit that like button if you haven't done so already, everybody. I'll be back in a minute. Oh, that was good. I walk in, the first thing I see is, he's peeing. Salty Sand says, he's peeing. That's true. It's true. I was peeing. But Jeremy Doku, man, what a goal. What a goal that was, man. Beautiful stuff. Is it kicking off? Kicking off in the chat. But yeah, fucking hell, man. What an important goal as well. And I mean, if we can go and get a second now, nice and early, we can start thinking about Brentford, possibly. But I mean, Skywalk, sorry. Patience. Patient is the key. I presume you meant patience, but yeah. Patient. I know exactly the point you're trying to make, and you are absolutely right. Because I think we do need to be patient, and it's proven. In this game, we were patient. We kept chipping away, didn't we? We kept chipping away, and I think we got the goal we fully deserved. We deserved that goal, man. We really, really did. The amount of times we got to the byline was brilliant, but that last moment, it was always that. It was the cross that was either poor and didn't find a City player, and on the rare occasion it did find a City player, the finish was what let us down with a Cherky effort that went over the bar about 5 minutes before the goal. And of course there was about 15 minutes before that, there was the Semenyo effort, side foot, right foot volley over the bar by quite some distance. There was a moment where Nico O'Reilly sort of bulldozed his way through and bobbled his way through. And of course, they're showing the moment now, the one moment really of genuine threat from Everton, when it was Rull who came down the right-hand side and tried to square the ball to Beto, but big Donnarumma. Big, juicy Donnarumma. don't know why he's juicy. I don't think he is very juicy, actually. Seems like a big bag of bones, really. A big, large bag of bones, but, like, you know what I mean. He's a large man who has a large frame that was big enough to get fingertips on that cross, and it was vital. It was vital. And then Kusanov, of course, steps in as well. And Mark Gay's face as well after that was like... The face of, thank fuck for that. Like, absolutely. But yeah, what a goal, man. What a goal that was. Beautiful. Beautiful finish. Nowhere near done, though, this game. It's nowhere near done. A long, long way to go, but it's good to see Jeremy Doku come squaring up to the camera like that, man. The guy's getting a level of confidence, because I always thought in his interviews, and he doesn't play like a shy player, does he, Doku? He never looks shy, but in his interviews, he seems like quite reserved, quite a quiet guy. But, I mean, actually, to be fair, the guy was popping the griddy, wasn't he, pretty early on, so I don't think he's that shy. But it's good to see him, like, growing in confidence and ability. They're going together as well, like, decision-making. He's always had the ability, the technical ability has always been there, but the decision-making is often key. And it's working. It's working, man. Big up Rayman, 300 Premier League games for Bernardo. We will miss him so much. I'm not ready for this summer, by the way. I'm not ready for it. I can't deal with the whole rumour thing of Pep leaving as well. Oh, shit. Yeah, big up. Did I not stop it? Oh, I did stop it. Oh, to reset it. Yeah. Fair dues. Fair dues. Big up Crazy Raccoon. Yeah, so I know there's rumours out there. I just don't know. Do you know? Do you have any idea what could possibly be Pep's next decision as to whether he stays at this club or not? I just don't know. And I think he's the only one that does know. And we're hearing these rumours. My hopeful thought process is, because there is... reportedly, rumours are that Maresca has been at the club, at City, recently. And obviously the rumours around Maresca were strong, and from multiple journalists, that he's the next man to follow Pep Guardiola. But is there not a world where that is the precautionary measure? That's the safety net to Pep dropping a bomb on everybody and saying, I'm off. I'm done now. Thank you very much for everything. And we're all going to cry. Let's be honest about it. I am. I might not do it on camera. I'll try not to be as an emotional guy on camera, but I'm definitely, like, in private, I'm going to have a little moment. I'm going to have a little moment to myself. 100%. And I don't want it. I hate it. I hate knowing I've got to get upset about something. Don't you? It's rubbish. It's rubbish. So, can't be arsed with that. But is there not a world where he goes, you know what, I'm staying? But the club have got to look after their intentions and look after the future of the football club and get Maresca in case he goes. Would they do that knowing that Pep hasn't made a decision, or that he's at least thinking about it? Because if he's thinking about it, then surely he has to do the courtesy to the club, and he would. I'm pretty sure Pep would, out of respect to the whole institute that is Manchester City and all of the higher-ups that he works with, that he would give them the courtesy of saying, look, I'm thinking about it. I don't know yet, but I haven't made my mind up. You should probably go and find a replacement manager just in case I do decide to go, but I haven't made my mind up yet. And then they go, okay, well, we're going to go and find someone. That man turns out to be Enzo Maresca, but if you decide to stay, the job's yours for as long as you want, you know? It's a bit harsh on Maresca, treating him like that. But, I mean, at the end of the day, that's life. That's business, unfortunately. And he's been linked with no one else, Maresca. And he's surely sought after. Surely people want Enzo Maresca other than Manchester City. There must be other clubs out there that would snap your arm off for... Because, I mean, when Spurs lost... what's he called? I've forgotten his bloody name now. Who's the guy who came in? I've forgotten his name. You know, the Italian bloke that came in. Forgotten his name. Anyway, and then they brought in De Zerbi. Surely Maresca would have been in the conversation, but he wasn't even in the conversation. No Enzo Maresca anywhere else, in any managerial possibility, like, obviously I don't think he's at Real Madrid's level, but I mean, you know, they could be going for Unai Emery today, reports. Unai Emery at Real Madrid, which is a big step up from Aston Villa, but possibly the man has got points to prove, considering that he's done incredibly well at Aston Villa, but there's still that like Arsenal spell that people keep reminding anyone who's a fan of Unai Emery. They always remind those fans of Unai Emery that he didn't do very well at Arsenal though, did he? And he didn't. He didn't do very well. And so maybe he wants to go to a club that is of Champions League, consistent Champions League standard, and you don't get more consistent Champions League standard than Real Madrid, do you? In fairness, to prove a point. So, but they were also linked with Jose Mourinho, so I'm not sure that they know what they're doing. Jose Mourinho, I'm baffled that Real Madrid want him. I'm baffled. I mean, the term washed gets thrown around a lot in football. Someone who like hasn't scored a goal for a week, they're washed. Like, it's ridiculous. Semenyo's washed right now. You know, it's bollocks. But Mourinho is as close to a definition as washed as I can think of in football right now, because I just feel like his decline as a manager, and I still actually think the guy's all right in terms of like, when you hear him in interviews, there's something there to like, but he's not the same, you know, the special one at Chelsea. He's not the same. It's not the same guy. But the fact that Real Madrid are interested in him is wild. But again, no Enzo Maresca whatsoever linked with that job. And surely Unai Emery, Enzo Maresca are, you know, different styles, but there's surely some sort of, they're not a million miles apart in terms of quality. I don't know. He was the sacked one, wasn't he? And I personally would want company. And I don't think the club is operating in the sense of bringing in Enzo Maresca just to be the scapegoat, the fall guy, the David Moyes of the Fergie situation. Do you know what I mean? I don't think that we would even do that. Surely we wouldn't bring in a manager with the caveat that it's going to go wrong because you're not Pep. It's going to be shit. So we need to bring in a guy that's going to get like a lot of stick. The City fans aren't going to fall in love with him. The City fans are going to be annoyed with him because he's not as good as Pep. And then the next guy rebuilds things after the inevitable decline of Pep Guardiola's departure. Surely we're not operating like that, and they won't be. I can categorically say that. Well, confidently say that they're not thinking like that. They're thinking if we want to continue the same level of success that Pep Guardiola delivered, at least have that as an intention. Even if we don't get there, the intention is still to have that level of success. So, if that man is Maresca, I don't know. I'm uncertain because I just don't. There's not enough evidence for me to go one way or the other. Like Maresca's the man, or no, I'm done with Maresca. I'm leaning more towards not being happy with it than being happy with it. But I'm more than willing to give him a chance. I mean, why wouldn't you? If he ends up being the man, we've got to get behind him. But I just want Pep to stay. That's all I want. I just want Pep to stay. I don't want him to go. I'm just praying he stays. Second half's underway. Come on, City. Big, seismic half of football we've got to play here, man. Is that a corner ball? It's a corner ball to City already. We got to the byline. Immediately, within 17 seconds, we were at the byline winning a corner. Hopefully we can continue with that same level. Oh, short corner. I'm looking like Everton. Everton have got a bit of intensity. You see that? A little bit of pressing there from Ndai and Mikulenko. That's more intensity from Everton that I saw in the first half, at least. So we need a second goal, is what I'm saying. Here, Bernardo, can you deliver it? Deflection. Nico O'Reilly skews his effort with a horrible right foot shot. He's not having a good game so far, Nico O'Reilly, is he? And no one's saying that in the chat, and I'm not egging you on to say it, by the way. I'm not asking you to say it. I'm just... Is anyone else seeing what I think I'm seeing? Like, not a great game from Nico O'Reilly. It's just a bit... He looks a bit injured. He's not moving very well. Haaland gives it away. Don't know why. That's a simple ball, that, for Haaland. It was a nice play before it. Cherky and Haaland with a couple of one-touch passes to each other, but then Haaland's ball down the line to Semenyo was just given straight away. I try, mate. I try, Glooby. I do try. Was anyone else saying anything about Nico O'Reilly? Can't see anything, mate. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, no. Ball through. Beto. Mark Gay gets across with a fantastic tackle and Bernardo Silva clears the danger, but arguably the first time we've seen Kusanov out of the picture. Defensively out of the picture. Meaning we're looking at you, Mark Gay, and in steps Mark Gay. Brilliant. Brilliant tackle, but worrying. Every time I look at the chat, man, something happens. Same way Pep did, mate. Because Pep didn't win it with Bayern, but he did win it with City. So I don't know what you mean with company there. And I don't think a Champions League record defines a manager, to be honest. I really don't. I don't think leagues, total number of trophies, footballing philosophy, they're the things that define a manager. The amount of Champions Leagues, they do not define the manager. They don't. Champions Leagues are, you know, it's great if you win them. Of course it is. Absolutely. But, you know what I mean? I don't know. But he's in the same boat, really, as Enzo Maresca. Because it's like, well, he's proven arguably less than Maresca, in fairness. And there's the romantic side of it for City fans with company. That's the attraction for company. Is you used to play for us, you're a legend, like you're loved, and yeah, it would be a fairy tale story for City to hand the job, for Pep to hand the reins over to company, a player he once managed, and he continues a level of success that we can be happy with. We have to accept it's never going to be Pep. But if we can... What's this? Semenyo's taken a whack to the head. Another head injury. He misses his mank, that's true. He considers himself mank, doesn't he? Yeah, I'd love the idea of company. I would just hate for it to go wrong with company. You know, because then you start having problems and it's like, I just don't want to have that conversation. Like, he hasn't done well at City. But I don't feel like company's proven enough in the game yet for me to go, he's definitely going to be a success. Same for Enzo Maresca. But in terms of trophies, I think, and achievements at least, Enzo Maresca has proven more than company because he smashed it with Burnley, but Enzo Maresca smashed it with Leicester in the Championship, arguably to a standard that's, I think company was a better manager in the Championship with Burnley, but bringing Leicester back was brilliant. And then obviously the FIFA Club World Cup and the UEFA Conference as well. It was a banker for Chelsea because of the players they had, but he's still bringing in silverware for them. And company's going to bring in a Bundesliga, which that's silverware, but it's not, you know, it's not up there with the major achievements in European football because the Bundesliga is so dominated by Bayern Munich. Personally, I would prefer company because I'm a romantic guy. I think that the poetry of it is more appealing to me. But yeah, we've got an injury here, by the way, for Semenyo. Head injury. He's stayed down. He's back up at least, but he's not looking well. Big up Cobb. By the way, everyone's saying Luis Enrique. Yeah, obviously, 100%. I would pick him over both. Over both in a heartbeat. Even with the romantic side of company, 100%. Because he's... The point I'm making is why there isn't enough proof there for Maresca. There isn't enough proof there for company to say that you can confidently say he's going to be a success. But there's only really two moments that City have brought an individual to the club and I've gone, you're going to be a guaranteed success. Guaranteed. The first one was Pep Guardiola, and the second one was Haaland. That's the only time I've ever felt when we've signed the player without seeing them do anything for us in terms of like managing City or playing for City, that I've gone before they've even donned the shirt or before, what are we doing at the back here? Giving it away, Dewsbury Hall, shot over the bar, but fucking about with it at the back, lads. Fucking hell, man. Nico G doing that to everybody. Dewsbury Hall drills it over the bar, man. Warning at the back there. Big up QWERTY, mate. Good to see you, QWERTY. 14 months. Great stuff, mate. Top man. Aggressiveness in playstyle makes company my man. Yeah, I know what you mean. I think he would suit having a Manchester City squad to choose from. Zach Tarkowski, yellow card. He's just dragged Haaland down. So that's 2 centre-backs for Everton on a yellow card. I'm not sure Haaland was going to get on the end of that, really. But Tarkowski pulled Haaland back. And Haaland drops. I hope he's back next season, mate. Next season. I really hope. Because I think, just think of the quality of Phil Foden. Like, what he's capable of. And then to lose him and not have anyone come in and replace him. That's a major, major loss, man. Like, even though we've still got him, the quality of the player is a loss. Cross comes in from Doku, and it wasn't actually a bad cross, to be fair, but no one there at the back post. Vasco's had enough. He's pissed off. Xabi Alonso. Same boat as Maresca and company. I'll give you my honest ranking of order of which I would take the managers that have been brought up, at least for now. It would be Luis Enrique, number 1. Then it would be Company, number 2. And then it would be Xabi Alonso, number 3. I actually do like Xabi Alonso, and I saw what I saw in that Leverkusen team, the football they played that season, man. That was brilliant, man. They were so, so good. And that is an achievement that shouldn't just go under the radar. Oh, he won the league with Bayer Leverkusen, so what? Who else wins the league in the Bundesliga? When does another team win the league in Bundesliga? And the fact that they did it undefeated. The guy was fucking class, mate. Absolutely class. Sadly, he's going to be a Liverpool manager. I'm pretty certain of that. And then next would be Maresca. That's my personal preference. But it's a silly game. That's just like, how are we going to know? We need to, like, there's not enough evidence for 3 of the 4 managers that I've just listed to be confident with them, that they're going to be a success. That being Company, Maresca and Xabi Alonso. All of them are quite raw. You know, they're young. A lot still to prove. And Luis Enrique is the only one for me that's got the experience that you can, you know, hang your hat on and go, he's going to work. It'll work. What do you think about Carlo Ancelotti? No one said his name. I think that's the level of experience that will be unbelievable. Unbelievable experience and guaranteed trophies. The guy wins trophies wherever he goes. Play style, that's a bit questionable. Doesn't really fit the philosophy that Pep Guardiola's leaving behind at all. And Mark Gay with a sloppy left foot ball looking for Doku, trickles out for a throw-in. But I always thought Ancelotti would be like a nice, the perfect steadying the ship type guy. Someone who could, you know, just keep it simple, like, and command the respect. Because you go from Pep to Ancelotti, you're like, this guy's a G, like an absolute OG, man. You know what I mean? We're struggling here, by the way. Everton are causing us a few problems going forward here, and we're playing to a level that's not quite as good as it was in the first half. It's bitty, like that. Throwing, it's a bit stretching for it. It's not crisp. The ball's not moving fluid. It's not, the tempo's not great. Doku trying to find Nico O'Reilly. Tarkowski, who's a diving shithouse. If Michael, you clown, mate. How is anyone accusing Manchester City of paying Michael Oliver with some of the fucking, that was bollocks, that. Yeah, man. I would like Big Sam to be like the number 2 for somebody. I don't want him as number 1 because that's you're pushing the boat too far there. That's ridiculous. But I would love Big Sam to be like the number 2. Can you imagine, like, if Pep just says, Pep Linders, the rock and roll football that you brought with us, brilliant, loved it. I appreciate it. Going a different way next year. Going a different way next year. We're going down the Sam Allardyce, Neil Warnock route, and then before you know it, you're going to see a dugout with Pep, Big Sam, Neil Warnock sat right next to him. Beautiful. It would be a contrast of managerial styles that I think could be an amalgamation of sublime football. Obviously joking, by the way. Anyone's like, that's kind of typical City. Thinks Sam Allardyce should be Pep's number 2. There's some people that'll think I'm being serious. It's funny to think. Good drive there from Haaland before as well. Driving forward, getting City up the pitch, which is much needed because it was far too much the other end. Right now we're playing in their half, which pleases me. 1-0 up, we need a second. Good bit of defending. Gaming guy 565 from Kusanov against Dewsbury Hall. Really good. Wow, stretch there from Semenyo was good. Trying to win that ball back. And he's won it. He's won it back. It's cleared. I do feel like Everton are going to get a big chance in this game, you know. A bigger one than they've already had with the half chance earlier on. And there's another bit of sloppiness. This time Bernardo Silva, of all people, just played a ball, looking for Cherky, plays it in front of him, and Cherky just wasn't expecting it. Big up Mervyn. It's not a terrible suggestion, by the way. It's not a terrible suggestion, but it falls in that same conversation of unproven to the level of what we want, you know, with Maresca and company and, you know, lovely turn from Nico G. Gets it into Haaland. But yeah, I do think he's a special manager. I do think he's very good. I have a feeling he could be at United, you know. If it's Real Madrid, I'm okay with it. But I do think he would suit, he would be good for United. But they're going to get Carrick. You know what they're going to do? They're going to sign Carrick because the fans are demanding it. They're going to sign Carrick as their manager, and then they're going to go back to being shit next year. Guarantee. I've seen signs of quality from Carrick. In fairness to him, I've seen signs, but I've also seen signs of like real frailties. The way they came out in that second half, that's a worrying sign. If you're a manager, that you can hold a half-time team talk when you're 2-0 up, and you can send a team out and be as bad as that in the first 10 minutes of a second half. Here come Everton, though. Speaking of second halves, we're struggling with one right now, and here's Ndeye. It's going to be saved by Donnarumma. Rebound. Well done, Donnarumma again. Big Don. It's poor, though. It's poor how easy they're carving us open, man. Fuck. Big Don with a big save again. It was a throw in. It's going to be a corner to Everton. We are struggling here, lads. We're struggling. I'm getting nervy, man. Half an hour to go. Half an hour to go, man. Oh, we've not played well in the second half. Not played well at all. 15 minutes old, half an hour to go, and it's a corner ball to Everton. They've sent the big men forward. Keane and Tarkowski both up. Garner near post. We need Big Don, and Big Don deals with it again with a punch that sends it well clear for Doku to chase. And the pressure on him. Oh, is it a throw-in? Throw-in to Everton? What's he doing there? I mean, to be fair, Doku's body language makes me think that it is actually an Everton throw-in, but bloody hell. Great bit of goalkeeping again at the near post. This time, Donnarumma clears it with a big punch. Swaroop says we have to get that second fast. Yeah, look at that throw. That slipped out of his hands, that did. And it could end up working for him. Oh, and it's bobbled its way round everybody. And Bernardo Silva's going to pick up the loose pieces. He dinks one down the line for Jeremy Doku. City on the transition. That's a foul. Foul on the halfway line. Jeremy Doku. Oh, he's giving it. Yeah, he's giving it. I thought he hadn't given it then. I was about to have to walk out and call the stream, shut the stream down. Because there's no way he wasn't giving that free kick. Do you remember when Pep went to Goodison Park? Was it 4-0 or 4-1? We conceded 4, didn't we? We got battered at Goodison Park when Pep first joined City. And the media were loving it, weren't they? They were lapping it up. You can't come to this Premier League with your tiki-taka stuff. You can't do that over here, mate. This is England. All that tiki-taka stuff, it won't work over here, mate. 6 billion trophies later. Yeah, what were you saying, you knobhead? Bollocks. But yeah, Everton did beat us by 4. 2017, was it? Bernardo Silva. This is a poor second half, man. It really is. Semenyo overruns it. You're not going to get on the end of that, mate. Or are you? You're giving a free kick away. I'm glad you have, to be honest, because that's a crap place for a free kick right by their own corner flag. Oh. Barry is coming on for Beto. B for B. Barry. We used to have a song for a player at City called Barry. It was called Barry Conlon. That was his name back in 1999. Barry Conlon. He was like a 6-foot bald man who looked like he should be an accountant and not a footballer. And he was called Barry Conlon. And the song... Oh, fuck. And Days in, Nunes Klanger. Big Don! Big Don! Donnarumma! How's he saved that? I don't know. The ball just vanished. He just hit Donnarumma and then the ball vanished. It's like he's... Oh, Donnarumma. Nunes. With a clanger of a mistake. Mark Gay, look, the look of resignation that this is over. This is 1-1. Oh, and you've got a goalkeeper like that. That's why we've signed him. That's why we've signed him, man. Big Don. Big Don. With a save. A 1-on-1. Oh, my God. What are we doing? I don't know. We've already had multiple warnings. If that wasn't a big enough warning for you, I don't know what is. The next one is a goal. It's going to be 1-1. It will be. You can't keep playing like this and getting away with it. Sort it out, City. This is shite. What's happened to the tempo? What's happened to the chance creation? Everton's intensity's gone up a notch and we can't cope. What are we doing here? There's space as well here for Nico G. Just compose yourselves, lads. Fucking hell, man. 25 minutes to go. I'd take a 1-0 right now, wouldn't you? I would take a 1-0. This is why I'm not bothered about the goal difference. Any games that are away from home right now. Bernardo Silva! What are you doing? Long shot. Donnarumma's off his line. And Donnarumma's going fucking mental at Bernardo Silva. And rightly so. What are you doing, Bernardo Silva? Getting caught on the ball. He wants a foul, no doubt. I'm not sure it was. But Donnarumma, he's done incredibly well there. And Day telegraphs exactly what his plan was. He knew what he was doing. Donnarumma knew what he was doing straight away. But what are we doing in the middle, man? What are we doing? With Bernardo Silva giving it away, multiple opportunities for Everton so far in the second half. That was the biggest one, but fuck me, lads. I agree, Tim. It's happening a little bit, like, you know, I nearly said a little bit a lot. because I don't want it to be a lot. So just add a little bit a lot. Like definitely maybe. I said maybe. Oh. Go on. Oh, you've got to... That Doku, you've got to pass that ball to Nico O'Reilly there. How's he not saw that? That was a chasm. It wasn't even a channel. That was a big gaping hole. I know Riley was there, man. You've got to feed that ball. Cherky, go on, lad. Oh, he's had it taken off him. We desperately need a fucking second goal. It will deflate Everton. Their spirits will die if we get a second. It will. But right now, the spirit is still very much alive. Everton look like they're getting an equaliser. If we keep playing like this, they're going to get one. If we're, fucking hell. We need to turn this round, man. It's not a terrible idea, Curtis. Get Kovacic on, he says. Big up to you, Curtis. It's not a bad idea at all. I'm not sure who for, though. That's the issue. You would have to take off one of the front four for it to be a controlling substitution. A like for like would be Nico G or Bernardo Silva. And I think both of those players need to stay on. I know Bernardo Silva just made a mistake, but I think he needs to stay on, man. He needs to stay on. And so does Nico G for his combative abilities. You know, he's a soldier. You know, he gets stuck in. But Bernardo Silva again with a sloppy touch. But talk, communicate. Oh, Mark Gay! 1-1. Mark Gay, he's fucked it. He's fucked it. Mark Gay, another mistake from Manchester City. Is it offside? Is it offside? Fucking sort it out! Sort out! Your fucking heads have gone, lads! Your heads have gone! He's given offside, but fuck off, Mark Gay, with that shit. Fuck off, man. That is the definition of bottling it in a high tense situation. Has he given it? Has he given it? He's offside, but I'm not sure that Mark Gay's passed the ball. He's given the goal. He's given the goal. He's given the goal. Fuck off with that shit, Mark Gay. What was that, man? What was that? He's given the goal. 1-1. Fuck off, man. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Wow. That's the definition of bottling it. A big moment like that. You don't make mistakes like that. You don't make mistakes like that. You just can't afford to do that, man. It's been coming, man. It's coming. The pass, I don't understand the letter of the law here, because the pass, he's active. Surely he's active. I'm so annoyed at the fucking mistake. What is he doing there, Mark Gay? It's abysmal. It's literally costing us the title, that mistake right there, man. Right there. There goes the fucking title, man. At the minute, as it stands right now, you can't... A draw is no good right now. It's no good. I don't understand how that goal gets given, though, by the letter of the law, because surely Barry's active, and he's still in the same motion that puts him in an advantageous position to get on the end of the bad pass from Mark Gay. Isn't that the rules? Like you're still active? Don't you have to pretty much walk away to be inactive? He's not done any of that, but that's a foul. Fucking hell. But this has been coming, man. I told you, do you know what I mean? I've been saying it for the last 20 fucking minutes that this equaliser's coming. And there you go. Another mistake. Wow. Wow. Shocking. Shocking from Mark Gay. Absolutely shocking. It's just not good enough. Can we steal a winner now? 20 minutes to go. There's lots of time left, but I mean, there's been no sign of anything from us. We need a goal out of nothing really now at this point, because we have shown nothing. We haven't created anything in the second half. We've completely capitulated. And we're 1-0 up. Oh, I thought that was going to be Mark Gay to redeem himself. But what is he doing, Mark Gay? What has he done there, man? That right there is as bad as it gets in a title race with a back pass like that. What was that, man? And now we're just oofing it clear. We're going to lose at this rate. We're losing this rate. We're not showing anything. Look, get your head up, Kusanov. I thought he was going to play it blindly then, and he did, to be fair. But he got it to Donnarumma at least. Wow. Kusanov, don't get caught on the ball. Mark Gay makes a tackle. These fuckwits, man. I'm going for a piss in the garden. I hope when I come back everything's changed. We'll probably be 2-1 down, but I can't believe what I'm watching here. They scored, yeah? Oh, fucking hell. I've just walked in and Everton have scored. Fucking hell. It was coming. I've missed it. But I'm not surprised. Missing it, but I knew it. That's why I asked the question when I walked in. Have they scored yet? And they literally have. Honestly. 2-1 Everton. Wow. Talk about capitulation, man. Talk about bottling it. And Donnarumma's on his knees, begging the referee for something. I don't know what I've seen here, but fucking hell, it's 2-1 Everton, man. You've thrown the league away, lads. You've thrown it away with a shot. Oh, what is this? A corner ball. I mean, is Donnarumma flapping at that? He's not anywhere near it, to be fair. Not anywhere near it. I don't know. And we can't be having a go at Donnarumma, really. I mean, that, for me, that looked like it was far enough away from Donnarumma to not really be his fault. But it was like a mile away from it. But then the guys stopped the game from completely being worse than 2-1. The guy's been making multiple saves. But before I went out, it was Kusanov getting caught on the ball. The two centre-backs are having a shocker. Kusanov is not as bad as Mark Gay directly in terms of resulting in a goal, but he's not having a great game. But what are we doing at the back? What are we doing at the back? Unbelievable. Is there anyone that thinks we can win the league if we lose this game? I'm curious. It would take... we're going to lose the game because Everton are about to make it 3. And Donnarumma saves it. Fuck off. Like, do you know what? I'm just looking at this and thinking... The players that have been so costly in this game, Mark Gay is like totally inexperienced in title races. Totally inexperienced. Yeah, that's literally where my mind's going right now. It's just the nerves. Players that haven't won it before, haven't been in a title race before. Kusanov and Mark Gay, they're struggling back there with mentality, man. They are struggling, aren't they, man? They really are. Big up Christine, architects of our own downfall, 100%. Doku, ball across, cleared. Yeah. Also a shout. Big it's not a bad shout. I think the emotion might be why, because John Stones is like, it's Everton as well, isn't it? Like former Evertonian. You wonder, the emotion that he showed in his interview which was like tear-jerking, wasn't it? It was terrible. He's clearly emotional about leaving, but I mean, you know, talk about gifting Arsenal a title. This second half performance is abysmal. Abysmal, man. Like, and what's frustrating, Big M, you're right with the mentality, by the way, but Bernardo Silva's been giving it away multiple times. So it's not even the guys who I'm contradicting myself here, really, because I was looking at the likes of the new guys, the guys that aren't experienced in this scenario right now, and I get it. Free kick on the edge of the area. We need a goal, like, now. If we want any chance of winning it, we need a goal now. Foden wins a free kick. Foden's on, by the way. So is Marmoush. Was it Marmoush? Sorry, no, it was Kovacic. Was Marmoush on? I don't know. Let's have a look. No, it wasn't. Sorry, it wasn't Marmoush. Kovacic. I'm sure I saw Kovacic come on. I've seen Phil Foden because he just won the free kick. I knew they were going to score a second, man. Bro, feel free to end the stream, says Del Clouds. You got to stick here, man. I mean, we got to grin and bear it, mate, unfortunately. Unfortunately, you got to sit here and take it. Over the bar. Why is it Pep, Andy? What's Pep done wrong? I'm pretty sure he picked the lineup you all wanted. And I think most people wanted. But second half, I can't believe how bad we've been in this second half. The signs were there ever since Burnley's game. Possibly. They've been very unconvincing performances. Since that Arsenal win, we went through those 4 games. The Arsenal double and the Liverpool game, Chelsea game, emphatic results. And it's almost like we thought that would be enough after that. And we dropped the standards. The Southampton game and the Burnley game. And Kovacic is now giving it away. I feel like we could concede another goal here. You know, because we offer nothing going the other way. We're not look like we're creating. And Doku, that's a goal kick, is it? Wow. Wow. Silver lining might be, we don't win the league. I don't think Pep will want to leave on that note. I think he will want to leave. Who's this Barry dickhead? Taking the ball. It's our free kick, you bellend. Do you understand the rules, mate? I'm not sure he does because he was offside for their goal. That counted. And we have a free kick, but he takes the ball. What's going on? Fuck me, lads. The fuck, man. UK drill supplier wants FA Cup. Obviously, like, an FA Cup and a League Cup would be a fantastic season. It really would be. It would be a good season, regardless. It would be. It's 2 pieces of silverware. It's just frustrating in the manner in which we're not winning this game. It's not a case of like a refereeing decision or a bit of brilliance from Everton, like a goal, a wonder goal. It's just a dismal, shite second half performance. And they're going to make it worse. Everton are in. Is he offside? Because it's 3-1 if he's not. 3-1. 3-1. Wow. Wow. Talk about a capitulation. You're praying for an offside flag here. He looked offside, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure anymore. I'm not sure about anything anymore. I'm going to put that on the board and hope I have to take it off later, but I have a feeling this is 3-1. It's It's been an absolute disgrace, really, the second half performance. It really has been an absolute disgrace. They're immediately showing the angle from the offside camera. I think he's onside looking at this. Oh, he's well onside. 3-1, game over. Game over. There goes the league. That's that. It's dismal. It's dismal. Three, 2. Haaland makes it 3-2. Let's go again. Kovacic with a ridiculous ball. A ridiculous pass. The finish from Haaland was sensational. The pass, brilliant. What a goal. I can't believe we've just decided to do that now. That's annoyed me more than anything, really. That's annoyed me more than the fact that we went 3-1 down. It was like, where the fuck's that been? The thing is, at 3-1, it's like a draw is like, it's almost over. I think I'm willing to still believe if we draw the game. I think we have to believe if we draw the game, because you're saying that Arsenal are going to win all their games. If you don't believe that, and I'm not sure they will, but a loss means Arsenal need to drop points. They need to at least lose the game, which is very unlikely, or draw 2. But there's individuals in this Manchester City side that are clearly just not ready for this title race mentally, just incapable of handling the pressure, with key moments just showing a real sense of nerves. Do you know what I mean? Like real nerves in there. Mark Gay in particular, he's absolutely killed us. He's killed us. And do you know what I don't want to see? I don't want to see any bullshit Instagram apology. I don't hear a fucking apology at all. I'm not interested. Mistakes happen. I want to see you play well in the next fucking game. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see that mistake happen again for a long time, you know, and not for the rest of the season. Minimum. It's not 3-3, people. Don't believe the bullshit. It's a corner ball to Everton, so I don't know how we could score from that. But fucking hell, lads. Wow. Oh, my God. Cleared by Mark Gay. 5 minutes to go. I mean, if we draw, is it over? Do you think it's over? I'm not willing to write the league off if we draw, because I think Arsenal could draw another game, but a loss is asking a lot. It's asking a lot. Fucking hell, ref. Are you going to do something about this or what, mate, you silly twat? Yellow card, man. Do you think it was offside, by the way, for the mistake from Mark Gay and Barry's goal? Do you think it was offside? He was offside. It's just whether he becomes active in that moment or it's a new phase of play will be the conversation. For me, it was far too close. I personally think that was offside and probably shouldn't have stood. But it doesn't take away the mistake. Like, what are you doing, Mark Gay? What are you thinking? Bernardo Silva is just manhandled roll there in the penalty area. That's a fucking penalty, mate. I mean, if Arsenal have been doing that all season, so it shouldn't be a penalty. Shouldn't be a penalty because Arsenal have been doing that all season. So that's not a penalty. But if they look at that and give a penalty, then it really is gone. Marmouche coming on. Bernardo Silva's had a stinker as well. Second half, anyway. First half wasn't bad. But second half, man, he's just dropped so many mistakes. Like, giving it away multiple times in that middle of the pitch there. And free kick over everybody. Phil's still believing. Big up, Phil. Foden with a shot, man. Forced Pickford to dive for it. Got me hopeful. But I don't know why he's diving for it, because the other angle is really embarrassing at how far wide that went. That was fucking atrocious. The initial TV camera, I'm like, oh, maybe. But the next angle was like, fucking hell, it was like 8 yards wide. Yeah, I think you're right. I think we can still hope if we draw. We need an equalizer, but it'd be shameful not to take this down to the last day. It really would. So few games remaining. But I did have a feeling this was never going to goal difference. I had a feeling, man. It was clearly this was a points league for me. This is definitely a points league. What? I can't believe how good that goal was from Haaland. The pass from Kovacic was brilliant. Just defence splitting pass right through the fucking middle. Cherky, I know you've got an assist, mate, but you've done nothing in this second half. Do something, mate, because we need you now, mate. Foden, you're on the pitch. Do something, mate. You've done nothing for so long in this season. Whatever the problem is, fine. Just turn up now, mate. There's seconds remaining. Turn up now. Marmouche. Is he giving a free kick to Everton? He's a complete bellend, this Michael Oliver. And yet people still have the fucking audacity to say City paid him off. City's decisions always, when City have a good game, it's Michael Oliver's always the referee. I've never heard so much bollocks in all my life. This fucking referee, man, has been an absolute joke in this game, man. He really has. Big up, Cobby. Thanks for the super chat, mate. Wow. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't done so already. We're nearly at 1,000. So big up to every one of you that's hit the like button. This is going to feel worse in the morning, man. This is going to so bad. Right now, I'm numb. The pain will set in tomorrow. I'm not feeling the pain like I know I'm going to feel in the morning. I know we're not meant to be here. I know we're not really, like, you know, at our best. This is no way is Manchester City at their best version of themselves at the minute. Understandable, you know. And I know next season we're likely to improve. The signs are there. The second half of the season we've gone on to levels that have been really, really good at times. But to get as close as we have done to a title, and then to throw it away in the manner in which we've thrown it away is just, oh man, it's like mistakes and just shite. Like, I don't mind being robbed. That makes it feel a bit better. Like, it's when you're like Christine said earlier, like architects for your own downfall, man. Like, gutted, absolutely gutted, man. Big up, Darks. I don't see Arsenal losing 1. 2 is out of the question. Maybe a draw, and watch out, we might draw or lose another with these performances since that cup, yeah. That's a possibility. Bournemouth away. I actually think, I always knew this game was going to be harder because it's a low block. It's a team that is a low block, a transitional team, and everybody focused on Bournemouth. I will beat Bournemouth. We'll beat Bournemouth. I think we'll beat them. They play open football. Look at the number of goals they've conceded. They concede a lot of goals. They are an open team. They take the game to you. And that when we face those teams, there aren't many of those teams in the league, but when we face them, we usually come out on top with a reasonable scoreline. You're thinking of Newcastle. They don't low block. They come out. We batter them every time. Bournemouth, more often than not, we batter them every time. You know, even though they're playing incredibly well this time. But low blocks, that's our problem. And Kovacic is now giving it away. He's actually given it away about 3 or 4 times since that brilliant assist. He got the assist, but since that assist, he's given it away so many times. Honestly, lads. Phil says never give up. Big up, Phil. Respect to you, Phil. I don't know how Pep's the problem, Colin. Pep's the reason we're here. Pep's the reason we're having this feeling right now. The feeling of not winning a league title, but being in a title race is because of Pep. Winning the League Cup. FA Cup final. Because, I mean, if you're a City fan and you're pissed off with Pep Guardiola right now, oh, just wait. If you think this is bad, just wait. Wait for the next man. Wait for the realisation to set in, for it to sink in that, hang on a minute, we're not winning as many games as we used to. With Pep Guardiola, we used to win all the time. We bring in another manager and you're wondering who to blame. I swear, I hope Pep stays. I do. Marmoush sent away. That's a foul. He's I'm trying not to say that word, man, but I'm going to have to say it at some point. Michael Oliver. Big up Christine. Staying in bed tomorrow. I'm tempted. Got to come out and face the music tomorrow, unfortunately. You just don't even feel like an equaliser, do you? It doesn't even feel like we're going to equalise. 2 minutes of injury time. Nico O'Reilly's gone down. And I mean... Oh, man. Big up to everybody. I've never had 4,000 people watching me before. And it just broke the 4,000 mark. It's weird, that, isn't it? It's weird how we're losing. Everyone tunes in. I can see why YouTubers... It's one thing I'm never going to do. It's one thing I promised myself I'd never do. Is pander to that. You know what I mean? Enjoy the fact that your club loses. I don't want to be here right now, man. I don't want to turn up tomorrow. I'll be honest. I'm like every normal fan. I'm not a YouTube fucking fan. I'm you know what I mean? I don't want to turn up tomorrow. I don't want to make a video tomorrow. I want to go and do everything that has nothing to do with football. I don't want anything to do with football for the next 48 hours. But unfortunately, I have to. But there are definitely YouTubers out there that love this shit, man. Like, love the idea of, like, well, losing equals 4,000 people watching. And that's great, because that's money in the bank. I don't give a shit, man. I want City to win. And we're not doing that. And who's that? Why is there a bag of crisps on the floor? I couldn't tell who it was, but there's an Everton player who's gone flying through into the advertising boards. I think he's crashed into the ball boy's bag of crisps. Because there was some random bit of crisps up there. Donnarumma's up. Donnarumma's up. Big up Raymond. Corner ball. Flicked on. Donnarumma. Heads it, flicks it on. And it's cleared. There's no one there. Nunes is there, thankfully. Nunes is there. Oh my God. It's going to be fun. No, we've got on the end of it. I thought that was getting intercepted. That would have been funny, wouldn't it? A Donnarumma equaliser. Cherky, last chance for City, coming forward. Corner ball, Donnarumma, come on, mate. Give it a go. Big up Raymad, stop blaming Pep. This one's on the players. 100%. 100%. How is this not on the players, man? Big up Optimal Stranger. Got a practical exam in 6 hours. Ruined my sleep. Devastating, mate. Devastating, man. Ball in. Mark Gay can't control that because he can't control his fucking water in this game. Jeremy Doku. 3-3! 3-3! Bit of a chance. It's not over. Not over just yet. 3-3! It's not over just yet. There is life still remaining in this title. It remains alive just by the skin of your teeth. Manchester City. Manchester City's still in it. It could go either way. This title race, it could go either way. It's like pissing with a boner. It could go either way. Jeremy Doku, 3-3. I'm still gutted, man. Big up Christine. Phil, Christine, you deserve that. Not giving up, Phil. Big up. Big up. Game's still playing. Michael Oliver can't wait to blow his fucking whistle, and then he, of course he does. Right, 3-3. Wow. I'm still annoyed. I'm still gutted because it's like it's more or less. It's like it's not miracles, but it's like wow. What that goal has done psychologically is quite big. Yes, Phil, 100%, man. Fucking yes, Phil. Big up to you, mate. Big up to you. There is still a slither of hope. There is still a slither of hope. But it's minimal. It's minimal right now. 5 points behind with the game in hand. We win the game. We go 2 points. I struggled there, didn't I? That's too long, that. That's too long. For a man who went to school, that's too long. Big up Pear. Big up Pear. I don't know what to feel. That's where I'm at right now. Do you know what to feel? I don't know what to feel. The game's over, you bellend. Fake score bullshit, mate. The final whistle's gone. What's he doing? Big up Thoth Norbert, mate. Big up to you, man. 6 months member as well. Big up to you. Hope West Ham would do some miracles. First of all, we need to beat bloody Brentford. That's what we need to do. But I'm sorry, Mark Gay, you're going to come under some fire right now because, not from me right now, I'm going to do that in the morning. I don't want to because I like Mark Gay. I've got a lot of time for him. I think he's a fantastic footballer. I just think he's shown a real sense of nerves in that moment, in a title race moment, that I think he'll learn from it. He'll learn from it for next season, but this is the issue we're dealing with right now. There is a lot of next season maybes, like, you know, next season high hopes with certain players. We've got bankers in there. You know what I mean? We've got Haaland, you know, Cherky's, I don't think he needs to worry about mentality because I think he's just got that level of composure that's unbelievable. I think Doku's proven he's already won a league title at Manchester City in the 4 in a row year. Semenyo is another one for me. I thought he was average today at best. That's 3 games in a row now from Semenyo that has shown a level of quality that's just not been at it at all. Not good enough. Not good enough from Semenyo. But 3-3, we somehow have hope. And I don't know how to feel, man. That's how I'm feeling, is uncertain. Just, I don't know. I just don't know anymore. Big up Hexen House. And big up Larry for the super chat. Big up Larry. Tell you what, if your name began with a B instead of an L, I'd be pissed off with you, mate, because fucking Barry has turned up and ruined the title race. Bloody Barry And Donnarumma has stopped this game from being a lot worse than it could have been. It really could have been. Fucking absolutely spot on, mate. And I was suggesting don't start him. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll go through the middle. Load of bollocks, man. Doku's got to start now, hasn't he? He's got to be like... The only reason I was thinking that is because they play 4 at the back. We could stretch the fullbacks with the wingers and then go through the inside channels with Cherki. And we did that anyway, but we used Doku to stretch them. Doku's just turned up with a scintillating performance. Another man of the match performance, because I think he was pushing for man of the match. And the only reason I didn't give it him in the Southampton game is because he didn't play the full game. You know, but the impact he made in that second half substitution appearance was unbelievable. I don't know how to feel. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to do right now. What do you feel? It's a big difference, isn't it, Jeff? It's a big difference. That's what I feel. I feel a hell of a lot better than 3-2 because that was big. That's like just hanging on in there. What that goal has done has... I think it's got... That can get into Arsenal's thinking, that can. Because the loss was like, you one hand on the trophy, you're celebrating a little bit. You're thinking, this league, man, we've done this. We're winning this league. And it would be hard to disagree with them, in fairness. But that goal and the manner in which we scored it with another brilliant goal from Jeremy Doku, the last kick of the game, almost, it's just what we do. It's what Manchester City do. And that never-ending, just like, we are just this team that just keeps going until the very, very, very end. And that is going to strike fear into Arsenal, regardless of the fact that we dropped points. They know we're still alive now. That has made a difference. We're still alive. They know that. And if we go and beat Brentford, they know they've got to go and beat West Ham. They can't afford any dropped points. Whereas a loss is like, we can even go into West Ham and draw. Our hardest game of the season, we can afford to drop points in it. And that's a luxury that should not be afforded to anybody in a title race. And we were about to gift wrap that to Arsenal. And Jeremy Doku's just bailed us out, man. Like, Dominic thinks I'm coping or I'm copping. I'm not copping or coping. Yeah, I know what you meant, coping. I don't think I'm coping. I think I'm being very realistic, to be fair. That I think the chances are slim, but I don't think we can write off the league because we drew a game. They've still got to play, and if they draw one game, we're back to square one. So I don't see how that's coping, to be fair. Coping would be lose the game and then believing, and like genuinely believing. There's always hope. I've never not had hope. You always have hope. You always think it, don't you? Just like the what-if moments. You always fantasize. I always do it in the shower. I'm always in the shower like thinking, like, imagine if they drop points here and if they win there. I'm always like washing my hair like, oh, imagine this. That's how I operate, man, in the shower. Always have my hope comes from the shower. I don't know about you. You should come to have a shower with me. You'll find out. But don't have a shower with me. I don't recommend it. It gets wild. You have no idea what goes on. My missus bought me a shower radio. Broke. I dropped it. They had this fucking... brilliant. I've always wanted a shower radio. Shower on my birthday. Shower radio. Put it on the wall. The suction thing just fucking failed miserably. Like our second half performance. Failure. Miserable. Dropped. Broke. Immediately. I didn't even get to listen to the radio. I just put it on. And then it fell. And it broke. What a load of shit. Anyway. 3-3. Bruce says Gay deserves a prison sentence. Reese says Betty wanks in the shower. I don't actually. Because you don't want the unlucky job of cleaning the plug. Do you know what I mean? Who wanks in water? Shouldn't be wanking in water. It's a bad idea. You're just giving yourself a future problem. It's a problem for the future. Thoughts, Johnny? Yeah, back to the real matter at hand. 3-3. I don't know what they are. Manzur, sorry. I don't know what my thoughts are, mate. I genuinely don't know what to think. I'm stunned. I'm like, I really need to take a bit of time to absorb what's just happened. I can't believe how bad. That's weird. I said believe and the word believe appeared on my screen watching a KFC advert. Like big red letters said believe as I said believe. That was weird timing. Maybe it's a sign. Maybe it's a sign to believe. Anyway, I can't believe how bad we were in that second half. That was a joke. A joke of a second half performance. For a title race performance, it was just low. Everything. Like, the quality was low. Understandable. I don't know how you can get more nervous when you're 1-0 up. I don't know how you can play poorly when you've taken the lead. I understand half-time things change at half-time. That happens. But for such a large collective to come out with such little tempo and any sort of momentum to cling onto from the first half and bring it with you into the second half, it was gone. It was like a completely new game, the second half. And it reverts back to the second half problems we were having at the beginning of the season. We seem to have eradicated that. We didn't have that problem for I'd say for 3 months, For quite some time, we've not really struggled in the second half. But that was a throwback to the first half of the season, that was, where we're just scratching our heads at how did we play so well in the first half? And even then, no, I don't think we played that well, but we deserved the lead. We were very good to get to the byline at least. Our final third football wasn't its best. We weren't as clinical as we normally can be in the penalty area in the final third, but the overall performance in the first half was very good. Nothing from Everton bar one cross that came from Rull to looking for Beto, and Donnarumma gets his fingertips on it. That was it from the first half. Nothing from Everton at all. Dominance. 1-0 domination. And then to turn out in the second half like that. I don't, it's inexplicable. It's inexplicable. Pep must be wondering, I don't know what I could have possibly have said to make them think that they should play like that. I don't think he will have said that. Surely it's a case of just carry on, lads. Carry on as you are. Expect a bit more from Everton. That's all I would have said if I was Pep. Just crack on. You keep playing like that, you're going to win the game. But bear in mind, Everton are probably going to run round a bit more. That's all. That's what I expect. And that's all they did. They won the ball back off our stupidity. They ran around a lot. They didn't create anything through brilliant football. We gave every opportunity to Everton with our own stupidity. So I don't know what the fuck to zone in on. I don't know what happened in that second half. And it's 3-3. And fair play to the players for turning it around when you go 3-1 down to come back and make it 3-3. The instant response from Kovacic, brilliant. The finish from Haaland, sensational. What a goal that was, by the way. All three of our goals were absolutely brilliant. Corkers from Doku, and the football was top-notch from Kovacic and Haaland. Really, really good goals. But you look at their goals and they're stinky gifts. They are gifts. They're just presents. Why? And it was coming all game, wasn't it, man? We were slipping all over the pitch in the first half and we didn't get punished for it. And I do feel like slipping's, it's harsh to criticise someone for slipping. But the second half, there's no excuse for Mark Gay doing what he did. No excuse whatsoever. Big up to found some cash here. Cheers, mate, and you sent some to me. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Instead of gloating, I'll remind you all as a gunner, the league is effing hard and we're facing a do-or-die West Ham. There will be more twists. I mean, you don't need to tell City fans that the league's hard, man. We know all too well how hard the league is to win. We know that we sometimes come across as arrogant as a fan base, but I think we've earned that right. The trophies that we've won, we've earned that right to celebrate. Do you know what I mean? We're not going to be a fan base that goes oh, never mind. We only won 4 leagues in a row. We only won the treble. We only won a league with 100 points. Do you know what I mean? We've won things that no one's ever won. So I know full well the point you're trying to make, though. But I agree with the fact that I think there will be more twists. Yeah, I think you're right. And it could be more than the one game. You know what I mean? I think like Arsenal could drop points and we could still drop more. You know? I just want it to go down to the last day. And I feel like if it goes down to the last day, then it's just anyone's game, isn't it? It's anyone's game. And I do feel like we've got to make sure it goes down to the last day and test your bottle. That's what it'll come down to. If we can test your bottle to all the way to the final kick of the bloody game, then I think we've got a good chance. Because I think we've got enough. As we've shown, even this game, we were done. We were done, man. And we were 3-1 down and we get it back to 3-3. Shows that's the City mentality. Like, even though we're down and we're pretty much done, we ain't stopping. We ain't stopping. And we get it back to 3-3. The mistakes from Gay and Nunes lead. I don't even want to watch the highlights of the second half. But big up to Found Some Cash here. Thanks for the super chat, mate. And I agree with your point as well. I agree. We play to the whistle. Says Ice 100%, man. 100%. Oh, my God. World Enjoy says Rodri has to play the next game. Yeah, if he's fit. The fact that he's not even on the bench for this game makes me think he's not. What is Mark Gay doing? I can't stand it. It makes me ill watching it. It makes me ill. It made my body churn watching that. Like, what the fuck are you doing, man? I don't understand the rule here. I'm looking for some clarification from the rule book. Because Mark Gay passes it, he becomes active again. Is that the rule? But he's in that position. He's closer to Mark Gay because he was in an offside position. So I don't get that. I don't... Listen, we deserve to concede because of the mistake. I don't forget the fact that whether it should have been or shouldn't have been, and if we've got robbed... Here we go. Hang on, let's pause it. There we go. Offside, the rulebook from Sky Sports News. Offside, interfering with an opponent. A player will be penalised for offside if they are preventing an opponent from playing or being able to play the ball by clearly obstructing the opponent's line of vision. Challenging an opponent for the ball, comma, or clearly attempting to play a ball which is close when this action impacts on an opponent. Well, that's that then. That's that, isn't it? Well, he's running towards the ball, and Mark Gay had to pass it back to Donnarumma because Barry was there. So isn't that interfering? Isn't that involved? Am I clutching at straws? I would love to be educated on this, but anyway, the next bullet point is making an obvious action which clearly impacts on the ability of an opponent to play the ball. Doesn't really do that. It's the third one for me that makes it more subjective. It's the third point. Clearly attempting to play a ball which is close when this action impacts on an opponent. He's close to Mark Gay, and Mark Gay's decision is to pass the ball back to Donnarumma because he's as close as he is. And he was offside when he was that close. I don't know. Yeah, exactly that. The pass was just shit. It was just shit. You deserve to concede a goal when you do that. You know what I mean? Regardless of whether it was offside or onside, don't fucking do that. Like, stupid, man. Absolutely ridiculous. Araya, big up to you. Thank you for the super chat. As an Arsenal fan, I'm still not convinced. Big up to you. City's still number one to you. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't blame you, to be honest. Why wouldn't you think that as an Arsenal fan? Why wouldn't you think that? Because... you know, the history's there. The evidence is there. The fact that we win titles in moments like this is proof of that. But this has absolutely swung the pendulum. Let's not pretend it hasn't, because we've equalised. We've equalised, and it gives us a slither, like the minuscule-sized hope we've got now. Because we're looking for hope now. We're hoping for favours, miracles, effectively, off opposing teams. We're going to be watching West Ham and wanting them to do us a favour. Have you seen West Ham play lately? They've been shite. They've been crap. Really poor. You know, if they were playing Forest, I'd be like, hey, hang on a minute. Or a bit of Brighton or even United. They're playing well lately. You know what I mean? Or getting the results at least. But the fixtures are not good. I look at that Palace game for Arsenal, last day of the season. That's the one I'm looking at. And no one's mentioning that. Everyone's like, everyone wins on the last day of the season, man. People have lost. I mean, didn't Blackburn and United... Remember when Blackburn won the Premier League? What was that, 1993, 94, 92, was it? I don't know, it was early on. I'm pretty sure United didn't win their last game of the season. And that gave Blackburn the league title. So, you know, you can fail to win on the last day of the season, and that would be a monumental bottle job if you do that, Arsenal. But I'm more concerned about our performances going forward now, that you just can't play like that in a second half, man, and think that you're going to win the rest of your games for the rest of the season. You can't do that. I don't know where it came from. I don't know. And that's how I feel. That's literally how I feel. I don't know how I feel right now. I'm lost. I'm completely lost. Big up Christine. To be fair, we've done so well to get here. Onward Blues. We have done well to get here. You're absolutely right, Christine. I agree. We are already, you know, celebrating a piece of silverware. League Cup in the bag. FA Cup final round the corner. Those games could play a part as well. The Champions League game for Arsenal, it could play a part. Whether you know, the result might not play a part. Well, it won't in terms of points, but things can happen in games. If you get knocked out, how does that affect the emotion of the Arsenal dressing room? Are they going to be able to cope with knowing they've been knocked out of the Champions League and then they have to go and beat West Ham because City have beaten Brentford? If we beat Brentford, there's a big bloody if, the way we played in that second half. And the way Brentford are playing right now, if you watch Brentford, they're really good, man. They've been playing really well, really good. So we've got it, even though it's at home, that gives us a much better chance because, you know, at the Etihad. But, fucking hell, man. I don't know. I really don't know. That's how I feel, and that's ultimately your takeaway for this video, this stream, is I don't know. I don't know a fucking thing, man, at the minute, because that was a wild second half. I'm big up to Phil for not giving up. I mean, I was, you know, it's just watching that. Big up, Isa. We don't deserve to be walking away with a Premier League having been so careless with Leeds this season. Yeah, 100%. But Arsenal keep giving us chances. Yeah, they do. We go until the end and then we assess. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. You wrote it down in a comment, and that's how I feel. You're absolutely right. We are lucky to be here. Lucky in the sense of Arsenal, you know, doing what they've done this season in terms of not killing us off when they really should have done. And there is still life. There is still life. We go until the end, and then you never know. But we've got to get that FA Cup. We've got to get that FA Cup. Is it a bad season if we just win the League Cup? No, it's not bad. It's just not, you know, when you come as close to a Premier League title as we are right now, and obviously you don't get any closer than an FA Cup final to an FA Cup without just winning the thing, you know. So win the FA Cup, good season, regardless of what happens in the Premier League. Don't win the FA Cup and just the League Cup. It's a season that you can, with plenty of frustration, moments to celebrate, but big slice of frustration in there as well because of the nearly moments. But I still believe that there's life in this title race. Big up to the Arsenal fans coming in and dropping super chats respectfully as well. Each and every one of you, I respect it, and it shows that, albeit I love taking the piss, and I'm more than happy to take the piss. But if you want to have a reasonable conversation, I'll be there for that as well. I will be there for that. But if you act like a bellend, you know, I can be a bigger bellend than you, and I will definitely beat you in that game. So if you want to be the typical Arsenal fan that everyone hates, that everyone is clearly stamped, labelled with the same label, that all Arsenal fans are just like, you know, insufferable, then I'll meet you in the middle with that. I'll meet you. But this is going to be a grim title race. The way it's going right now, fuck, you know. Big up Micah. We are not good enough, to be honest. Very casual attitude, he says. I do think there was an element of truth to that. And that's what bothers me more than anything, is the fact that attitude should never be called into question in a title race. We shouldn't be asking that. We shouldn't be saying, they didn't look right, did they? They came out with like a level of complacency that was like stunning. Like, wow. Not in the good way. Stunning. Like, I'm stunned at how bad you've been in this like second half. The response from going 2-1 down as well to then concede a third. And then it was like, oh shit, now it's 3-1. Right, now we better start playing football. And then we started attacking again and started creating chances. But obviously the narrative of the game, goals change games. Everton went back to a more defensive shape when that happens, which invites pressure and makes it look like we've started to try and attack more. But those are the facts. We should have just come out with the same attitude that we went into the first half with. Just go for it, man. Just go for it. Get this game won. 1-0 up, cruising, by far the better team, and you just capitulate in the second half, man. Big up Larry. Everyone's saying good night, Larry. Big up Larry. Right, I'm off myself, to be honest. I don't know what to think or do. And tomorrow is going to be one of the most confusing videos I've ever made, because it's so devastating to drop points, but to get a point from a losing situation, there's still life. Just I don't know. Right, big up to every single one of you that's tuned into this stream. I really appreciate it. Thanks for hitting the like button if you've hit the like button. Thanks for subscribing if you've subscribed. And very much huge thanks to those that have dropped donations, whether it be a super chat or a membership, whatever it may be. Big up to every single one of you, man. And I really, really do appreciate that, because it helps the channel grow. And that's fantastic. But what isn't fantastic is dropping points in a fucking title race, man. Like, player ratings in the morning. Tune in for that one. Right. Take care, everyone. See you in the morning.